Alright, hello. It is another stream of Limbus Company, and last time we dealt with sweepers. And, totally following a stranger and trusting that everything will be okay. But clearly, things are not okay. And now Honglu has to enter this, Family Hierarch contest that he doesn't want to be part of. So, everything is normal here. Today, we will start Canto VIII, and, let's hope that Honglu doesn't crash out right away. Maybe like near the end over here, but like not like Heathcliff where it was like over here. We need a little bit of breathing room after dealing with the sweepers. So yeah, let's get right into it. Homeward bound. 45, clear within 10 turns, and we're immediately going. Alright, oh yeah, I also pulled these guys too. Yeah, you know what, they'll probably be fine. Everyone will probably be fine. And I can just anything. Actually, you know what? I'm saving these tickets for the seasonal Honglu. I forgot. Right. Can do this, do that, and that. And everything will be just fine. Potentially. All good, Sage Vamp? As long as you're here for like enjoying the ride, that's all good to me. Yeah, flowers wilt, petals fall, drizzle of blossoms, sky blotting.
빛깔 잃고 향기 멎은들 그 누가 슬퍼하나.
This game's basically all about absolute cinema, so it's a very like, sit back, relax, maybe occasionally press win rate, but that's pretty much this gacha game.
꽃 갈퀴 손에 들고 뜰을 나섰건만. 떨어진 꽃잎 밟을까 서성거리네. 그러니까 결국 이 풍진 세상 눈을 감지 않는다면 벗어날 도리가 없겠지.
보가 얼마나 고단하고 여의치 않은 여정이었느냐.
I see. Right away, we're just introduced to someone. His grandmother. Lovely.
대체 뭐라고 이야기를 나누고 있는 거예요?
They're doing the typical like Asian pleasantries and stuff. And like I see the grandmother and immediately I think, this is just like my grandmother. They're like, damn, always disappointed in me.
식탁이 너무 넓어서 말소리도 잘 들리질 않고. 애초에 이걸 식탁이라고 부르는 게 맞나요? 여기서부터 저기까지 끝이 보이질 않는데요.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
어딘가 불편하신 점이라도 있으신가요? 혹여 소인이 도울 일은...
불편? 당연히 밥 먹는데 성가시게 왔다 갔다 하는 게 제일 불편.
아니에요. 불편한 거 하나도 없어요.
At least Sinclair understands right away that you shouldn't like openly criticize stuff right now, especially as guests. You want to like subtly do it.
그럼 보가 친구분들을 소개시켜 주겠니?
나 참 남의 부모님을 만났을 때는 어떻게 돼야 할지 영 어색해가지고. 시선은 어딜 둬야지?
Just
이 정도로 웃으면 되나?
kind of smarmy.
너무 경박해 보이지는.
Probably. Sorry, Gregor. Like, I'm sure if you smile anything more like just a slight smile, they'll be like, nah, this guy's sus. Way too suspicious.
그럴 필요까지는 없어요.
Oh, absolutely. This is very normal.
편하게 있으세요.
Yeah, pretty much. Just, just relax, enjoy your time. Socialize a lot if you have to.
아싸, 땡큐. 라고 하기엔 집이 넓어도 너무 넓어서 편할 수가 없는데 말이지. 이러다간 물 한 잔 마시러 가다가 미아가 되어버리겠어.
Now, if it wasn't with the parents and if it's like actually in a restaurant, like, okay, this is the point where everybody has their own plan to try to pay for the bill. Whether you're like saying, okay, maybe I just want to go to the washroom, pay for the bill, or like you just take the entire like, when they place down the bill with the plate and everything, you just take it away from everyone. Do you think
그건 걱정
those are how the plans can range?
그래도 미아보호소 시설이
Or just pay in advance, even that works.
달에 한번 방문해서
And that's how they get you.
이런 분들을 구조해 주신답니다. 물론 그때까지 살아 계신다면 말이죠.
홍루 씨, 지금까지 들은 것 중 제일 웃긴 농담이었어요.
아, 웃기려고 한 말은 아니지만 덕택에 재밌으셨다면 다행이에요.
그런데 홍록은 다른 형제들은 어디에 있는가? 그대의 환영식이라고 들었는데 말이야.
Well, to be fair, Yisung, there's like this family hierarch contest where everybody's trying to fight to be the next heir. So I don't think it'll work out this way.
내 환영식이기도 하거든. 그리고 얼굴만 봐도 인상 구겨지는 놈들을 보아서 뭐래? 같은 식탁에 앉아본 것만 해도 거진 10년 전이야. 그리고 말 걸지 마. 아까 내가 한 말 잊었어? 난 이제 너희들과는 완전히 등을 돌린 사이라니까.
We had like maybe like 10-15 minutes with Jae-shun, and now she's like, nah, hate you guys.
우리가 먼저 말을 걸었나?
저는 우리 포기가 이렇게 제 몫을 하는 사내가 되어 무탈한 모습으로 돌아오니 그것만으로도 더 이상 바랄 게 없습니다.
Yeah, unharmed. Just ignore all the times that Honglu died because reasons.
그러니 보가 재촉할 생각은 없지만 다음 출가 날짜는 언제니?
Oh, about that, Lady Wong.
아직 정해진 건 없어요, 어머니.
About that, we have to be in this contest.
그렇구나. 나는 그저 이곳에 계속 머물러 있다가는 네 소임을 다하지 못하고 저물까봐.
Oh, ma'am. If this was as long, if it's as long as you're thinking of, no, he'll survive one way or another. We'll just drag him to the finish line. He'll just be smiling, and we're just like pulling on his leg, just all the way from like one side of this entire manor to the other. Might take us a month, but we'll get there.
가모님도 그렇게 생각하지 않으십니까?
그래. 우리의 둘도 없는 진귀한 보물. 이 속세에 남아있지 말고 때가 되면 다시 떠나 그 가치를 다하거라.
Yeah, Hongler, yeah, it's Hongler, Yisung. It'll be just fine. Hope your day is going well.
그럴게요, 할머니, 어머니.
Hello, Flower Heart. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hope your day is going well. As you can see, I just started Canto VIII, literally for a segment, and they're like, you're gonna fight right away. Throughout the entire familiar discussion, Honglu's expression remained the same, and in that tranquil, perpetual smile. I have seen the teasers, and I am willing to try a 10 roll for him, and if it doesn't work out, I will dispense him. I have no context, but the only thing I can really say is that he sort of looks like I think it was that, what was his name again? That big guy from the end of Nocturnal Sweeping, the scary one, who just kind of like slice the other guy's neck in half. Your friend gifted you the Heathcliff stand? Oh, that's based. Never let that friend go. You made paper Catherine. Oh, hey, that's even better. Made a paper Catherine stand. That's adorable. You can finally be together. Despite his return after years of wandering being met with the family's obvious push to make him leave as soon as possible, we're like, no, we gotta be here. He stands unaffected, as though he were expecting this gaudy yet hollow welcome. Exactly. You're literally doing a fine, I'll do it myself. And you know what? You can just, be like, hey, if you other Heathcliff fans want to reunite Heathcliff with Catherine, I'm your person. Thoughts. With his attitude being so passive, I also had no choice but to watch as a bystander. Looks super cute. Okay, that's even better. You leverage the cuteness and it's just like, look at this adorable. You can just like put them together. That's how you make bank. A few hours ago. Sorry, Jia-si-chun. But yeah, like, Yi-sung, I haven't really looked at the kit specifically, if it was already released, like the details for it. I just saw the video and I looked at it for a little bit because I didn't want it to spoil me in case there were spoilers in there. And I'm like, yeah, I need to get this.
이제 곧 가마가 오겠군요.
Hello, Halia. I hope your day is going well. Your mom's, Your mom said the sand is quite pretty. Well, I bet it is. Heathcliff is great, and I'm sure that your friend did a great job getting that to you. How am I? Going well, as you can see. We're just starting Canto VIII, and as you can see,
가마. 우와,
things are happening.
여기는 무슨 가마를 타고 다니나 보네. 그치 그래?
So yeah, otherwise my Monday's been pretty slow. Just kind of like spent some time earlier supporting friendos, getting stuff in order.
그래 소두씨 우리가 그 가마라는 것을 타고 가는
So I'm excited to finally take on a Kanto that's actually like on content patch. How do I like the another Ricardo encounter? All I'm going to say is based on what and questions were answered to me last stream, as well as just what I saw while just quickly trimming the video, I got very lucky. Because if things didn't work out as they were with the one coin flip, I would have been dead. So, you know, that's just par for the course of a win rate warrior like me. The usual comedy pair's desperate efforts to lighten the mood are particularly appreciated today, as tragically ineffective as they seem to be.
네, 여러분들과 가시춘 씨는 H사의 주요 가문의 일원이 거주하는 대관원으로
She even
가시게 될
suggested to
거예요.
buy it. Well, you already have that handle. Then you can just be like, hey, I am the one supplying this now. I will be the one to make bank, because there are definitely other people like you who are like, I just want to bring these two together. Let them hug. Let them be together. If they sent a whole palanquin to pick us up, huh? Does Honglu's family already know that he'll be participating in the Family Hierarch War?
아니요. 그쪽에서는 아직 모르는 사안일 겁니다. 회사도 정보 유출을 막기 위해 방금 저희에게 이 사항을 전달했을 테니까요.
You can't really sell it? Oh, well, fair enough. But you can at least, you can at least reunite them. So you have that. Oh, it's like a pencil jar. Well, I mean, I'm sure Google will find a way if you ever decide to move forward with it. But otherwise, I am happy for you that you are happy with reuniting the two together.
그저 귀향한 홍루 씨와 가시춘 씨를 환대하기 위해 보낸 것일 테죠. 그런 만큼 가마를 타고 갈 수 있는 건 초대를 받은 여기 홍루
Yeah, pretty much. I was just waiting for them to kiss because it is the slow burn AO3 romance. So, you know, I'm assuming everybody here, besides Sage, has cleared Canto VI. We've realized that it did not happen because, of course, it couldn't. We can't have anything good in this city.
LCCB 팀과 베르길리우스 씨, 카론 씨는 함께할 수 없죠. 안타깝게도.
아쉽네요. 같이 갔으면 좋았을 텐데요.
항상 이런 식이지. 우리 집 어른들은 여기 있는 사람들 다 재워도 티도 안 날 만큼 넓으면서.
It's a political play. It's a power play.
어머나.
That's why.
그 말은 좀 감동인걸요? 가시춘 씨도 저희와 헤어지기 아쉬우셨나 봐요.
방금 전에 시원하게 내 뒤통수를
But yeah,
후려치고
like I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to do maybe like a multi or two just for Honglu's seasonal ID, because I do want to at least save something for his, not his, but for the Arknights collab. I don't know who will actually be on it, but I do need to get stuff for him too. I was actually thinking of getting I think it was Cavernous Wailing for Tremor stuff, if I get his Eurodevi version. Yeah, and then I also do want to get the Merceau Ego as well, but I only have so many boxes. I did see, yeah, I saw the Honglu image. I saw the video for a little bit, and yeah, I can't watch everything because I assume there will be spoilers in there, but oh, you look so good. Oh, Honglu, you look so good.
애초에 가주대전에 참가한다는 게 무슨 뜻인지 다 알고 승낙한 거야?
Well, the nice thing about it, Sage, is that you can essentially play this game on your own pace. So you treat it like another Eden or any other like similar RPG turned gacha kind of game where story comes first. It won't go anywhere, and you can just borrow stuff from friends, so you can just slowly get through the story at your own pace. Yeah, he looks so cool. Just with, oh my gosh. Oh. On one hand, I'm like, I do want the ID just to go through the Canto VIII with it. But the other hand, I'm like, would this be spoiling me a little bit too much?
우리가 가주심사라는 버젓한 명칭을 두고 왜 대전이라고 말하고 다니는 거라 생각하는 거야? 너희는 이제부터 언제든지 목숨이 노려지는 곳으로 들어가는 거라고.
Okay, to be fair, Jesse Chun, you do realize that we can just revive ourselves if we die, right?
당연히 나를 포함해서.
I mean, you can handle yourself. Thoughts?
객잔의 일을 벌써 잊었어? 그때는 웨이가 네 목숨줄을 지켜줬지만 이젠 밤중에 직접 목숨줄을 끊는 암자로 찾아갈 수 있다는 거야.
So the solution is to just sleep with the sinners. Got it.
미리 유감이라는 말씀을 드리는 편이 좋겠습니다. 당신들에게는 칼끝을 겨누고 싶지는 않았습니다만.
Yeah, and I don't think none of us wanted to fight you guys either, but you know, we have our orders. Wei looked at us with an unfamiliar and cold, intense glare.
그건 우리도
Again, from the manner, he wouldn't spoil anything. Got it.
마음이
So,
통했네요.
the solution is either I get very lucky to roll him the first multi, or I just have to dispense him. Either way, I'll probably have him for the dungeon, and everything should be A-okay. But probably stuck in Uptide 3 though, because I need so much thread. It's not even funny.
반대로 말해서 너희도 언제든지 나를 찌를 수 있다는 뜻이기도 해.
아니요. 그럴 생각은 절대.
Yeah, no, Zichun, we're not into that. We're just here to do what our bosses ordered us to do and then get the heck out of here. Jesse Chun ignored Sinclair's anxious plea and looked straight toward Honglu.
마음을 바꿀 마지막 기회일 수도 있어, 오빠. 나는 마냥 가벼운 마음으로 내 세력에 들어오라고 제안한 게 아니야. 하물며 가주대전은 그렇게 쉽게 한다만다를 결정할 수 있는 문제는 절대.
네가 그렇게 살아왔듯이 지춘, 나 역시도 어렸을 때부터 가주대전에 대한 이야기를 수도 없이 들으면서 살아왔잖니.
And unfortunately, we gotta do it.
그러니 우리가 느끼고 있는 무게감은 같을 거야.
그래. 여리게나마 이어져 왔던 협력 관계는 여기서 끝인 거네. 뭐 상관없어. 필요에 의한 잠깐의 동맹치고는 너무 오래 끈 편이긴 했지.
But thank you at least for getting us food. I do appreciate that. Thank you, because usually the sinners do not go with the food, I assume. Or if they do go with food, it's probably not very good food or very small portions, because if anybody on the bus can cook well, besides maybe like Otis and Merceau, which in case with Merceau you would have to order him to, I'd be very surprised.
원래대로 돌아가는 것뿐이니까.
That is your ID number? Alright, I will then add you after stream.
그럼 태평이 말이나 섞는 건 여기까지 하도록 할까?
I'm slowly updating my supports as well. Just, you know, if they're a mess, don't worry about it.
응? 네가 원한다면 그렇게. 아, 시춘.
뭐?
가문의 사람들에게는 내가 참가한다는 이야기를 하지 말아줄 수 있겠니? 당분간은 비밀로 두는 편이 좋다고 해서 말이야.
이제 와서 그런 부탁을 한다고 내가 그걸 들어줘야 할 이유가 있나?
Because it will help your chances? For someone who supposedly doesn't care, Zichun appears rather hurt as she took a moment to glare at Honglu, biting her lower lip. If you get him, you'll uptie him immediately as we talk. Alright, perfect. And then, you know what? Like it was mentioned before, this is our Honglu now. It'll be great. And suddenly strode right up to him. Exclamation mark.
이게 정말 오빠의 선택은 맞아? 아니면 그냥 저쪽이 시켜서 하는 것뿐이야?
Jessie Chun gestured toward the rest of us with her chin.
내가 가주대전에 참가하는 건 이미 정해진.
I'm assuming she's just like pointing in the middle and just kind of like raising her chin up like momentarily, because she's just like trying to, if she's like trying to like look at everybody, I'd be like, please, you're trying too hard.
시춘, 너는 내 선택이라는 것에 중요한 의미가 있다고 생각하는 거야?
아, 또 그렇게 나오겠다는 거지. 가주대전이 어떤 의미인지 알면서 내가 왜 그런 걸 물어봤는지 모르겠다고? 대답은 됐어. 더 말 섞을 필요 없겠네. 그런 얄팍하고 허튼 마음으로 어디까지 살아남을지 보는 것도 재밌겠다.
Hey, wait. Jesse, you need to leave. Pilot, I get that you're trying to help, but you have not helped so far. You need to go. Jesse Chun appeared pretty distressed after the exchange, so I was about to say something when Pilot, who had been fiddling with the radio behind Sod, began shouting urgently.
과장님, 곧 가마한대가 도착한답니다.
어제를 생각하면 오늘은 푹 쉬면서 가고 싶다고. 그럼 빨리 타러.
아니, 지금 온 건 우리가 먼저 탈게.
Alright, just stealing a ride from us? Okay, fair enough.
어차피 양보해주는 거엔 도가 텄을 거 아니야, 오빠.
에? 그런 게 어딨어. 공평하게. 그 있잖아, 가위바위보라든가.
And you just win with gun.
야, 차라리 가주대전도 가위바위보로 결정하자고 하지 그래?
Jesse Chun gave us a wry grin before leaving. Wei followed her wordlessly.
아이고, 겨우 좀 친해졌나 했더니만.
Oh, hey, you know, Gregor, you are very optimistic. You are not making friends here. You're just making temporary allies before you have to betray them. So I hope you get used to this.
저기 있다. 가마를 기다리고 있는 걸 보니 의뢰자가 말한 후보가 분명해.
Oh, so this is how we're starting to fight. We're just gonna get jumped right away.
저쪽에서 몰려오는 괴한들이.
Nothing has changed in our lives. Just getting jumped when we can.
후보를 노리고 습격을 지시한 자가 사이와뿐은 아니었을 테지. 관리자님, 다음 가마가 오기 전까지 잡졸들을 처리하는 편이 좋을 것 같습니다.
Pretty much. Like, man, yeah, what can we do, right? What can we do? Santa from the outskirts, yep. And then we'll just beat him up and be like, hey, give us all your on and everything.
그러니까 지금부터 너희들이
Oh, they
싸운다는
inflict a
거지?
left lead.
아, 잠깐만, 이거
Okay.
잘 송출은 되고 있는 거야?
Alright, team.
마이크 어디 제품? 아, 이거면 걱정은 없겠네.
Win rate.
자,
Back to this
시작할까?
lovely button. It'll be fine. I assume everybody's here is like level 55 or so. I have to double check. We'll probably be okay.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아간다. 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든. 뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을
P plus enter? Yeah, pretty much.
자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
한 점만 노린다.
Look, like I said before, I have done my time reading and actually having to work hard in a Project Moon game. I think I deserve this.
너도 누군가에겐 아껴졌겠지만.
You wish win rate has a unique sound? I don't think they have a specific sound. It's just you click the button in the UI. Right?
정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 고를 게 없었지, 그치?
이것밖에 못한다.
너희가 아까 쓴 공격을 한 바람에 바늘이 저기까지 들어가.
Just like that.
나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데.
Like, I'm sure someone would probably extract the sound and then actually use that as, I don't know, something's part of a joke or whatever. I don't have that know-how. You also rolled 2 tails. Dawn, please?
너희가 아까 센 공격을 한 바람에 바늘이
I guess,
저기까지 들어가서
no.
안 돌아와.
Fine. Fine, we'll do this. We'll just blast all of you. This is clearly what you guys want.
잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게. 아, 너희 잘했어.
Alright, never mind. No, we don't need heads in this household.
정보다도 풍자, 생명 속에 파묻힌 그대, 여기서 빛의 우리 앞을 막는 제 모습 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 아르카나 슬레이머!
Oh, at least a second head, so I'll take that. I guess my one hope for this though is, you know, as much as I like to press win rate, right? But I do hope that I do actually feel challenged a little bit later, and that I can't just P plus enter everything. All right, 0. That 0 was great. What a nice headshot, Heathcliff. I'm swapping out Ishmael for Sinclair.
이제 끝났네.
But
너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지?
you just like you know,
여기저기
you just,
부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다.
Yep,
수리대금도
we got it.
받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고.
But yeah, it's just like it just focused on him for a moment, and we're like, oh yeah, headshot,
관리자님.
0. Time for slumber has come. Thank you for stopping by, Yi-sung. Take care. Have a good night.
그래도 첫날처럼 끝도 없이 몰려오진 않아서 다행이네요.
뭐 그때는 얄팍한 술수.
The event, the time-killing time rerun, I have done it. I just need to farm it. I did pick up Ryoshu, as you probably saw, but other than that, I haven't really grabbed much besides Herbert. I think his name is Herbert. Hubert, the CEO of T Corp, and also the tickets as well. That's pretty much all I grabbed.
그보다
I do want to grab everything though,
상하신 듯 보였죠.
just so I can be like, I was here.
그런데 이번 일은
Yeah, it's his gimmick, but I'm also like, I'm like, sir, it's okay. It's okay.
우리가 들었던 홍론의
We still have to wait for the palanquin. It's okay. You wait until like afterwards, and then you can regale us with stories about how you developed T Corp.
그러게요. 괜히 지켜보고 있는 저도 덩달아 민망해질 뻔했지 뭐예요.
Saw chimed in nonchalantly as though it wasn't her who pulled the plug on our alliance in the last second. Oh my gosh, Saw it. Hey, you know, I think this was targeted.
아니 근데 명색이
She's like, this is revenge for you guys ruining our plans back in Canto II. I'm gonna ruin your plans.
기왕이면 호위들도 같이 보내주면 좋잖아요.
호위까지 보내줄 만큼 가족애가 넘치는 집안이었으면 처음부터 가주 심산이 뭐니 하는 것도 열지 않았겠죠.
I think loves each other is a strong word in this situation.
철저한 약육강식의 세계. 가주 후보들조차도 수십 명은 있을 테지만 그들 중 누구 하나가 길바닥에 죽어 있다 해도 눈 깜빡하지 않을 테고. 실례했어요, 홍루 씨. 제가 너무 직설적으로 말을 내뱉었네요.
No, this was definitely on purpose. I believe in it.
좀 말하기 전에 누가 나서서 말려줬는데 말이죠.
개념치 마세요. 다 맞는 말일 뿐인걸요.
She's just like, remember when Effie was here and now he's gone?
저도 다른 집들은 이렇지 않다는 걸 깨닫기까지 조금 오래 걸리긴 했지만 있는 그대로의 지금의 불쾌함을 느낄 필요는 없으니까요.
Good job, Dawn. Thank you very much. But yeah, like just for reference, like there's still all of this left over. So I at least want to grab these tickets for the Honglu seasonal ID, and then obviously these boxes too, this thread as well, and then all of these as well. So I'm hoping I have enough time to do this, and worst comes to worst, I just chuck a bunch of boxes and then farm the event dungeon as long as I can. Specifically because I have the Otis from this event. I was hoping to fish for the Merceau ego, but you know, here we are. The bell tolls. That's currently my plan for this month. What's that ominous metallic noise? That's a gong, Dante.
타종의 소리인가 보.
Or bells. That's a bell, Dante.
보통의 종처럼 청량한 울림은 아니구려. 무언가 탁하고 불길한.
이 소리를 들으니까 고향에 왔다는 게 더욱 실감나네요. 이 종소리는 일정 시기가 되면 반드시 들려오는 소리랍니다. 홍원의 어디에 있던 가네요.
Dots.
제적일이네요.
So it is!
제적일이라는 건
She trails off, unable to finish her sentence, as a brutal scene unfolds behind us.
보여요? 건물들이 제각각으로 움직이고 있어요.
It was as Ishmael said, the buildings, all tethered to a complicated network of rails, were either rising from or sinking into the earth. Wasn't this in your pamphlet, Ishmael? Just double checking?
이 근방에 있는 모든 건물에 움직임이 관측된다. 남겨진 것은 없군.
어젯밤에 작달막한 소란이 있긴 했으나 이 정도의 규모는 아니었네만.
Hey, you didn't have to say sweeping here. We already went through our sweepers. It's okay, Isang. It's okay. You don't have to remind us of this.
제적일의 전조 현상이었을 거예요. 공간의 재분배를 위해 알맞은 위치로 조금 이동했을 뿐일걸요. 제대로 된 시작은 지금부터일
So my question is, why do we need to move these buildings around?
그게 전조 현상이었다고요?
지금의 홍원보다도 훨씬 전에
Oh.
H사.
Okay, thank you for answering the question.
잔재라고 할까요? 그때부터 지금
So I assume it's just an old H Corp thing. Got it.
어떤 무엇을 위한 특이점인지는 알 수 없지만 지금은 현 H사의 제적일 기준에 맞게 움직이고 있을 뿐이죠.
모든 것은 하루아침에 이뤄지는 조립.
Yep.
최선을 다해서 노력했다면 두려울 것이 없네. 살만하지 않겠는가? 조금이라도 발붙일 자리가 생겼다는 건. 만약 그게 아닌 자가 있다면 어쩔 수 있겠나?
I mean, technically we could just kind of like hide inside this little like foyer here. And then just, you know, if they move the building, then we'll probably be safe.
그저 조용히 물러가서 운명을 받아들이는 수밖에.
I'm pretty sure people have died when they move these buildings. I feel like they would. There's no way that they'd be that safe. Just like you're like standing over here and then the building just squishes you like that.
오늘은 몇 명이 떨어지고 몇 명이 버텨내려나. 부디 모든 걸 너무 꽉 움켜쥐고 있지 마시게. 놓아야 할 때를 모르고 떠나야 할 때를 모른 척하게 될 테니.
재조립의 말로는 영원한 추락인가.
So I'm gonna assume that they just play that kind of like song on the PA while every time this happens. Which is, you know, you can introduce like some BGM besides that, right?
보고만 있기에는.
You know, make it sound more pleasant.
이것도 H사의
Because I'm assuming this actual BGM that's playing right now is like, you know, you know what? I assume it's just playing in Dante's mind. There's no way.
부의 척도를 재는 특출난 가치가 존재하지 않던가요?
Then again, it might be too expensive for them and they'll be like, nah, it's not worth it. Let's just let these peasants like suffer in silence. As they get squished.
시간을 재화로 썼던 것처럼 말이요.
맞아요. 이곳 홍어는 그 척도와 재화가 공간의 소유 규모인 당이라는 단위로 결정된답니다.
소유한 건물의 면적이 곧 재산의 척도라는 말이구려.
The measure of one's space is the measure of one's wealth. Okay, but what if we just use that, you know, singularity to expand our space? So that way, we can just get infinite space and be the most wealthiest of them all.
네. 그래서 한 달에 한 번 평가된 노동의 가치와 소득의 양에 따라서 각자가 가지고 있는 공간의 면적이 정해집니다.
잘 살고 있다가 갑자기 내 집에서 밀려난다는 거야?
야!
아니 뭔 그땐 해괴망측한 규칙이 다 있나?
이곳에서 한 번도 나고 자란 적 없는 저희야 그렇게 느끼겠지만
You work hard, you be a contributing member of society, smile, and you know nobody will hate you.
오래전부터 존재했던 홍원의 규칙인데다 분배의 방식과 계산도 정교하기 때문에 이곳에 사는 사람들은 모두 자연스럽게 받아들이는 것 같더라고요.
그럼 홍루 씨도 직접 보신 적이 있으세요? 이 제적일이라는 것이요.
보았죠. 제 방에 있는 난간에서 가끔 바깥의 풍경들을 바라보고 있으면 아주 멀긴 했지만 분명히 보이곤 했어요.
His expression remains tranquil and still as he calmly reminisces. It was like then, when he was merely watching the featureless scenery pass him by.
제가 살았던 대관원은 제적 일에 별 관심이 없었어요. 그곳은 방이 늘어날지언정 줄어들 일은 없는 곳이었거든요. 그래서 저는 바라만 볼 뿐이었죠. 제가 머물던 방에서.
너는 그래.
I'm glad that Heathcliff stopped getting upset at Heathcliff. I'm glad Heathcliff stopped getting upset at Hongwoo being like, "Oh man, you're talking about your rich, expensive life," and he's just like, "No, I'm just saying it as it is."
이런 꼴을 보고도 그냥.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if Hongwoo was a kid, I don't think there was much he could have done. Heathcliff trailed off, but I could see that he was gritting his teeth.
가만대가 더 도착한다고 합니다.
Is this a good quality palanquin? Just, double checking. It's gotta fit 13 of us.
당신들을 태울 가마가 온 것 같네요. 이야기는 그만하고 타러 가시죠.
Just asking, can we at least get some sort of luxurious thing for once for this team? Because it'll be their one good thing they have in this canto before everything goes to like hell and back.
이게 가마예요?
네. 그래도 여럿이서 타도 될 만큼 큰 가마를 보내주셨네요.
가복 도련님이야. 귀빈 12분 맞소이까?
Yeah, correct.
13인데요?
But I thought Sod wasn't invited?
잠깐. 이 소인이 듣기로는 분명 복 도련님의 세력은
Hey, you know what, Dante?
명이라고 했는데
If they're ignoring us or ignoring someone, well, I mean, worst comes to worst, you could just sit on somebody's lap, right? You should totally sit on Marceau's lap. Trust. Upon hearing that, Sod began aggressively striding toward him, causing the palanquin bearer to shrink in fear.
왜 이렇게 무섭게 다가오시는지.
Or if Sod really does want to show up, like, I mean, I don't mind, she's pretty cool, but also, like, would this cause problems for us later?
12 맞는데요? 설마 당신 눈에는 이게 멀쩡한 세가의 인원으로 보이시나요?
Oh, never mind. Alright, you know what, Sod? I take it back. One hand is a good plan, the other hand, I'm like, come on, man. You can't give Dante trades like that. What? Sod suddenly grabbed my shoulders and presented me before the bearer like I was some product.
이 홍원에서는 흔한 머리는 아니지만
Yeah, Sod is just like
이건 의치 아닌갑쇼?
way too eager to just be like, nah, I gotta look pleasant. I gotta have my customer service smile. So she just smiles like that when she's like, I just want to throttle you right now.
생각을 좀 해보세요. 당신이라면 아무리 돈 없는 애잔한 인생이라 하더라도 시계를 머리로 붙이시겠어요?
에이, 말이 되나요? 공원엔 더 다양한 재주를 부릴 수 있는 생체 시술이 차고 넘치는구먼.
제 말이요. 대체 무슨 사연인지는 몰라도 세상엔 우리가 모르는 참 딱한 처지가 많은 법이죠.
아이고, 이거 사기구만.
Okay, look.
어떤 뒷골목에서 그랬는지 몰라.
Okay, Mr. Palanquin Bear, to be fair, we didn't listen to the scammer. So we didn't get scammed yet. Unless you're foreshadowing that we'll listen to the scammer later, in which case we will get scammed. Because if that's, I'll just say right now, if that happens, I called it.
더군다나 시간도 안 맞고 제대로 된 의식도 없어요. 이거 봐요. 입이 없어서 째까기는 소리 내는 것밖에 할 줄 아는 게 없다니까요.
Dante was scammed? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dante was scammed out of this entire scenario, and they're just like, man, I gotta deal with it. Those were some pretty darn hurtful things to say, but I decided not to take them at face value. It's pretty obvious what she was trying to do. Somebody tell Sod. I'm getting dizzy.
아이고, 정말이네. 누가 이런 잔인 공로할 짓을.
다행히도 우리 마음씨 고운 보옥 도련님이 다른 둥지에서 시계상이 팔고
Yeah, it's so nice that Honglu's so nice to us. We got scammed and he's like, oh, I'm gonna help you out. Bring him along. Make this guy a servant or something.
그야 그렇지요. 돈만 넉넉히 있다면 전신까지 싹 다 교체하는 건 일도 아니니.
A new head for me?
그렇죠? 그래서 보옥 도련님의 세력원은 저 포함 12인 거예요.
Gosh, I can't wait for the day when we get to see Dante with their old hat back. Because it could be like the Dante from Live Arena, which is like a Seventh Association member, or it could be like literally scum of the earth. It could be absolutely chopped, or it could be something like, oh wow, this is actual Bishonen. For obvious reasons, I hope it's like Bishojin, or like a shoujo, Bishoujo, but like, this is also Limbus Company. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tentacle monster.
그래 보입니다. 하지만 저희도
It'll be fine.
도와주기엔 곤란.
Like we said, we could throw Dante onto somebody's lap. Dante's effectively a toy now.
곤란하시다는 건 우리 도련님도 아주 잘 알고 계시죠. 그래서
Should be the head of a wing.
성이라도
Oh, yeah. If the Dante's the head of a wing, then, like I said before, could look absolutely great, be monstrous, or look chopped. It could be anything. Sod produced some bills from pocket and smoothly slid them into the pelican bearer's own.
에헤이, 이러시면 안 되는데.
그리고 아시죠? 이런저런 이야기가 새어나가면 괜히 일이
I'm kind of hoping to see like, oh, it's something absolutely monstrous, just because it'd be very on brand with the whole setting in this game. But, well, we'll see. It could just be like, I think it was Alfonso. Yeah, it could be like Alfonso from like Canto IV, that lady. It could be like Hubert, who's honestly, I'll say Hubert, he's like average looking. He's not bad. He's just he's got that NPC look down pat. So it could be anything.
알다마다요. 보아하니 사정도 딱해 보이고 해서 이번만 그냥 태워드리는 거요.
Yeah, consider this as extra labor so you can get a little bit more space in the next restructuring day, Mr. Pelican Bearer. Trust.
안 된다는 놈이 왜 돈은 자연스럽게 주머니에 넣고 있는 거냐?
자자, 거기서 그만 쑥덕거리고 이제 그만 올라타시죠.
Wait, are we leaving Pilot alone here? You know what? That might be the right call. Because Pilot can handle himself, and if he can't handle himself, he's clearly not fit for Limbus Company in the first place. Pilot seemed to have noticed me staring in his direction. He stopped fidgeting with a radio and waved at us.
아, 저는 여기서 처리할 것이 남았습니다. 걱정 마시고 몸석이 다녀오시면 됩니다.
가마보다는 고급 리무진답구려.
Yeah, well, I would assume so because they're like, oh yeah, well, we're bringing Xiao Baoyu back. So, because he's supposed to be important, I think his grandmother called him a treasure or something like that. I would assume they'd treat him well.
이 샴페인 마셔도 되는 거야?
무슨 작전 중 음주는
자,
Okay, with a quick clap, Sod promptly put an end to the hubbub with an unexpectedly flashy appearance of the palanquin caused. Her demeanor had shifted entirely into that of a calm and collected strategist, a far cry from the person who was chatting up a storm with the bearer just a minute ago.
일 얘기하죠. 일 얘기.
All right, I promise you this time, Sod, we will not screw up the plan. I promise. Unintentionally. We will not unintentionally screw up the plan. We see the plan, we're going to execute it, and if things happen, it's not our fault. If things happen, you know what I mean? See? It's not our fault. It's called a disruption. So let me just quickly do this, that.
지위를 받는 건
No.
오랜만이네요.
This,
지위를
this.
받는 건 오랜만이네요.
This, that,
명령하실 때까지
this.
시험해볼
This.
재밌.
There we go.
이건 내가
Yep, we'll be fine.
사냥감인가?
Worst comes to worst, I can switch Oda's back.
그리고 그
I probably should actually, because I'm not doing, I'm not farming the time-killing time event proper. So, it's not too bad.
잠깐. 받기 소란스럽군.
I like how they just skipped over the entire plan entirely. Thank you very much. Not long after Sod paused over Otis's remark, a grating speaker whine rang out, followed by the worried voice of the bearer on the other end.
습격이요.
평탄하다 했더니 아무래도 여러분을 방해하고 싶은 후보가 여럿 있겠죠?
Why am I not surprised? Because us of the LCB, we are the masters of getting jumped by random people anytime, anywhere. So really, this should not have been surprised in the slightest. Here we go again.
그러니까 지금부터 너희들이 싸운다는 거지? 아 잠깐만 이거 잘 송출은 되고 있는 거야? 마이크 어디 잡고?
정확하게.
아 이거만 걱정은 없겠네. 좋아. 시작할까?
Yeah, that's what I'm focusing on. Focus on the Canto first, just so I can appreciate the new ID better. And the event's still here until the end of the month, so... Oh, did you seriously roll all tails, Faust? What do you mean?
상황에선 그런 공격밖에 고를 게 없었지. 그치?
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
쏜다. 이것밖에 못한다.
오, 너희 뭔가 작동시킨 거야?
Yeah, we could probably do something with this.
빠르겠네. 이러다가 시간이 무한에 가깝게 늘어지면 적들이 엄청 불리해졌다는 뜻이 되겠지.
점만 노린다.
Ooh, tasty 158.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에
So I assume Sinclair can only refresh Heathcliff's regular rounds, right? And not his Atelier round?
자부심을 가져도 좋겠어.
It would be funny if he could refresh the Atelier round. But, you know, that might be a little bit excessive considering how hard he hits. And that's without any other boosts with him.
내가 모르는 장치가 있었나? 아니면 다른 것은 뭐라도 장치가.
I am using Night Rhodia right here. Yeah, she's just kind of like hiding in the corner compared to everybody else. She's here.
출진. 각자의 위치가 있으니 피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
너희가 아까
As you can see, you know, they're handling themselves.
안 돌아와. 나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데. 잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게. 아, 너희 잘했어.
Why'd you get tails when it matters? Dawn! Not like this. I know it doesn't make a huge difference, but hey, it gives me a very bad feeling about what will happen in the difficult fights in this Canto. So I'm a little bit concerned. I know, in general, I just like the animation boost that each of the seasonal IDs keeps getting.
너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지?
So I can't wait to see what we'll get later on. Because we already have Arcana Beats, which is, or Arcana Slave, if anything. That looks really cool. So I am excited to see what they'll do for, like, for example, Merceau and then Faust, but mostly Merceau, because Faust is the last one. So you know, I'm overall just being like, all right, will you guys actually make me concerned about my PC's health for once, like you guys did for the mobile phone way back when? Yeah, let me switch this. Switch you into. If anything, you can go Heisho Pack for now. Okay, you're level 50, that's fine. And then I can switch you into this one. So yeah, it'll be probably fine. So we just do this.
지위를 받.
걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다.
Actually, we do this. This one, this one, this.
시험해 볼 기회가.
This. There we go. Everything worked out just fine.
아무래도 책상에서 이것저것 발명만 하던 나는 너희 같은 현장 일은 잘 모르긴 해.
So, Mr. Pelican person, this is not our fault. I just want to let you know. It's not our fault everybody likes to attack us. Don't ask for more payment, please.
전탄격발.
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
쏜다.
저것 봐. 저건 탈진 상태인 것 같아. 기절일 수도 있고.
I will say it's kind of hilarious that sometimes we just get this blue line over here. Game's just trying to figure it out.
잘 만든 것 같아. 너희도 그렇게 생각해?
It's very like emulator coded, where like, oh, you know, something went a little bit wrong in the emulator, and we're like, oh, it's a little bit. Scuffed right there.
한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를
Kind of glad. Project Moon game shouldn't be like perfect. Some of the scuffness is part of the charm.
가져도 좋겠어. 혹시 고행이 취미인가? 좀 스트레스 받아야 아이디어가 나오는 타입? 뭐 그런 사람들도 있긴 하니까 다 부딪히는 모르지만 계속 해봐. 정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 부를 게 없었지, 그치?
사랑으로.
너희가 아까 센 공격을 한 바람에 반응이
Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. See, what we gotta do is
해야 할 것 같은데.
blow them up. You know, surely third time's a charm. You'll get a you'll get a heads, right?
아, 너희 잘했어.
정의보다도 풍자, 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대, 여기서 빛의 우리 앞을 막는 증오스러운 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 아르카나 슬레이머!
It didn't work, by the way. Man. All right. Fair enough. I'm sorry to try to force it. It's not happening. I get it. I won't do it anymore. Wait. Why is it dark? Oh. I understand. Game still thinks it's supposed to be as dark as Arcana Slave. Got it. Perfect. Oh, it fixed now. But I understand the level of scuff I will have to deal with. Game was like, oh, you're still in ego mode. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's just shoot out like multiple Arcana Slaves. It'll be fine.
한 점만 노린다. 좋아.
Oh, that's a beautiful 198 right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Good job, Sinclair. You're actually winning clashes too. I'm proud of you. Great job. Oh, wow. Just like that.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아, 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도
승리의 보람과
Yeah, you know,
마음에 대해 들어본 적 있는가?
if this is what they'll do with those, if her and Roja are what they do with, Valve level egos,
그런 거 싫다니.
oh, imagine when they finally move to the lefts. Like, oh, I'll probably hate it because they'll be like, oh yeah, here's Mountain of the Smiling Bodies. Isn't this your best friend? And I'm going to have terrible thoughts about my LobCorp run. And also Library of Arena failing against Mountain of the Smiling Bodies. But it'll probably be cool. First you go, yeah, I know. I've only forced to use an overclock, but you know, that's kind of dangerous considering that almost every time I almost every time I use overclock without doing it safely, it just blows up. And you know, maybe I just don't like my team getting blown up.
대관원 입성이요.
Despite some troubles on the way, it seemed that we managed to arrive at our destination mostly unhurt. Yeah, pretty much. And I'll be like, well, this is kind of awkward, you know what I mean? Just a little bit awkward. Dang Yuan, Honglu's old home.
어이쿠, 시간이 얼마 남지 않았네요. 파우스트 씨, 제 작전의 핵심은 이미 이해하셨겠죠? 그리 보기 좋은 광경은 아닐 거라 예상합니다. 핵심은 그들이 여러분을 죽이려 들어도 당황하지 않고 기다리는 것이 있답니다. 질의 겁을 먹고 처리하라는 명이 떨어질 수도 있겠죠. 하지만 홍원의 가주를 심사하는 자의 담력이 그 정도는
Yeah, Faust, if that happens, I assume it'll be fine because we could just, you know, get Dante to safety and then resurrect them and everything will be totally A-okay. It'll be like nothing bad happened.
그렇죠. 상대의 그릇이 크기만
If they're trying to execute Saul, though, no, she's on her own. Nah, we're not gonna help her out.
어? 죽여? 뭔 얘기야?
그럼 다음 연락은 1차전을 무사히 마친 후에 하는 걸로?
After that cryptic exchange with Faust, Saul leaped gracefully off the moving pelican as Heathcliff murmured in his half-sleep. We watched her grow smaller and smaller as the distance between us grew. But what really caught our eyes were the scattered humans that the restructuring day had evicted from their homes. They were trying to drag their broken bodies off the road, sobbing and writhing because they didn't get out of the building in time and literally got beaten up and squished.
저희가 도와드릴 수 있는 건 없겠지만
그런 무력한 감각은 업무 효율에 영향을 끼친다. 차라리 반복하여 경험에 익숙해짐을 추천하고 싶고.
So what Merceau is saying is just ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist. Got it. Understood.
홍루 씨는 집에 돌아가시는 소감이 어때요?
That way you won't get desensitized if you just don't acknowledge it there. Sinclair changed the subject very ungracefully.
글쎄요.
말이라고 하냐? 복잡하겠지. 나는 중간에 그냥 다시 돌아갈까 생각만 수백 번 했다고. 만약에 문을 두들겼는데 그 애가 나를...
Yeah, and in the end, she never showed up because, man, she was fucking dead, and we didn't get our kiss. We didn't get our romance. Heathcliff came to a suffocating stop, his voice trembling lightly as he did so. The other sinners stared at him in confused silence.
뭔데요? 말을 왜 하다가 마는...
Wow, look at those cool windows. I think we can swap them out with other images. I quickly tried to swerve from this subject again, but all I got was Ishmael's scolding glare that seemed too wordless to tell me, not the time.
기억나요? 각자의 희노애락이 있었던 도시로 향했을 때 여러분들은 모두 버스에서 각자의 풍경을 보고 있었으니까요.
Yeah, I remember that we all crashed out. And Honglu's gonna be like, it won't happen to me. Trust. You know, so famous last words.
로자 씨는 계속 어설프게 농담을 하시려고 했고 싱클레어 씨는 몇 번의 울음을 삼키려고 하셨죠. 그리고 이상 씨는 오랫동안 눈을 감으셨어요. 이스마일 씨는 호수를 내려다보면서 계속 혼잣말을 하셨고 히스클리프 씨는 잔뜩 겁을 먹어서 머리를 수없이 매만지셨어요.
You've really been watching this closely, huh? Yeah, that is his thing.
우리가 그랬었나?
봄 가버리면 꽃잎 모두 흩어지고 자기만의 문 찾아.
He's just like, nobody notices him and he's just like kind of staring at everybody in the room and it just makes one noise, like, and everyone's like, oh god, when were you here?
저는 말이죠. 다들 각자마다 모아둔 꽃잎들이 있다고 생각해요.
나 없는데? 그런 걸 왜 모아?
그러면 아직 버리지 않고 있는 것뿐이죠.
There was still a transparent smile on his face, but I think I saw a burying, sinking shadow behind it. Clearly gonna crash out. Oh. The moment I felt that, a familiar light came into view. And I immediately understood what was going on. The golden bell is close, and it is resonating with Honglu's fathoms.
꽃잎 묻는 나를 보고 남들은 비웃네. 나 죽고 난 후 묻어줄 사람 누구일까? 봄은 가고 어여쁜 얼굴도 늙어가면 꽃은 지고 사람도 가니 서로 알 길 없구나.
배우기는 왜 항상 이해하기 어려운 시만 읊어? 늙지 않을 방법 같은 건 널렸지 않았어?
Yeah, with proper skincare. Skin products are getting really expensive right now.
머리카락이 희게 새지 않아도 봄은 지나가니까.
꽃잎들은 왜 네가 손수 치우고 있는 거야? 물에 띄어보내면 되잖아. 손에 흙도 다 묻을 텐데.
아까운 말 하지 마라, 오라버니. 잎들을 다 쓸어버리면 어디 가서 비 오는 소리를 듣게?
I mean, I'm assuming it's a specific sound, because if you're talking about the sound of falling rain, you could just hear it whenever they just hit the pool over here or just hit the ground like that. And if you're talking about smells, there is smell of petrichor, so, you know, there's that too.
이건 추억이야. 비 오는 날의 추억. 그러니까 버리지 않을 거야. 그리고 흘러내려가 버리게 되면 꽃을 더럽히게 되잖아. 부욱 오라버니도 부디 품에 있던 잎을 전부 흩어놓지는 마.
Honglu, I'm sorry I peeked into your memories. It was unintentional. Is there anyone you miss here at Danggyeon?
네, 없네요.
어떻게 그럴 수가 있어요? 가족들이랑 여러 소중한 사람들을 남겨두고 왔을 텐데요.
Okay, to be fair, if his family would try to kill him, I don't think he'd miss him.
글쎄요. 잘 지내고 있다 믿고 있는다면 부태어 그리운 마음을 가질 연유는 없으니까요.
Guts. Do you still treasure your petals?
아니요. 출가하면서 전부 흩뿌리고 왔답니다. 그래서 이젠 비 오는 날에는 아무 소리도 들리지 않아요.
I see.
보신 거죠? 단테님.
Yeah, sorry about that.
제
It was an accident. We did. It's okay. Honglu left. He wasn't surprised or angry that I peered into his memories. He's just like, oh, that's so cute! He saw them when I was a kid!
홍루 씨의 부모님은 어떤 분이세요? 아니면 그 종종 언급하셨던 할머니라는 분이라던가.
Sinclair added carefully. Maybe he was trying to commiserate, tenuous as that connection might have been. We were headed to his home to meet his family anyway.
두 분 다 이치에 밝으셔요. 할머니는 항상 저를 아껴주셨고요. 어머니도 아버지도 저를 아껴주셨죠. 아, 거의 다 도착했나봐요. 정원이 보이네요.
What a lovely garden. From what I could see based on the memory and at least what I assume is going to be over here. This is one massive garden.
본가 안으로 들어가려면 아직 조금 남았어요. 옛날엔 정원에서 사슴이나 토끼들도 뛰놀았거든요.
And he's gonna go like full Disney princess with them and just play with them? That'd be so adorable!
산책하려면 하루 종일도 걸을 수 있겠는데요.
주로 저는 제가 살던 방 주위에서만 다녔어요. 여러모로 위험하니까요.
It's dangerous? Why?
잘못된 길을 걷다가는 예상치 못한 사람과
Yeah, stranger danger. That's important. Thank you for realizing that.
그냥 마당에서 달리다가 무릎 깨질 수도 있고 나뭇가지 얼굴 좀 긁히고 그러는 거지.
히스클리프 씨라면 자유롭게 달리셨을 것 같아요. 그래도 항상 조심하는 편이 좋아요. 제가 5살 때는 나뭇가지에 누가 치명적인 독을 발라놓았어요.
Oh. Okay, well, to be fair to Heathcliff, like, okay, Heathcliff, don't take this wrong way, but, like, Honglu has a more, like, valuable presence to his family growing up versus you did. I'm sorry, Heathcliff. It has to be this way.
히스클리프 씨처럼 뛰노는 걸 좋아하는 동생이 있었는데 우연인지 딱 그 주위의 나뭇가지에 독이 묻어 있었던 거죠.
어떻게 되었는가?
괜찮아졌을 거예요.
I'm sure he got better. Are you sure? That's not a confirming statement.
스빈이 백밤만 자고 나면 괜찮아질 거라고 했거든요.
Oh, so gone for like a... I see.
스빈은 언제나 똑똑했으니까 그렇게 되었을 거예요.
So basically, he's pretty much dead, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. All right. I understand. Completely natural. Xiao Baowu. All right. Tell us more about Honglu's past.
대화청 입성이요.
It wasn't long before our arrival to a new place within Dangyuanyan was help. I don't know what I said. That basically was made known by the palanquin's bearer's sonorous announcement.
뭐가 이렇게 많아? 대화청은 또 뭐야?
쉽게 말하면 연애를 여는 방이라고 할까요?
오, 그런 용도치곤 여긴 하나의 마을 같은 걸.
Yeah, it might be pretty cool.
저기 보이는 건
And he knows
호수인가요?
socials and social politics and all that.
아, 그건 연못이랍니다.
연못?
Yeah, Sinclair, to be fair, if you call that a lake, I think Ishmael would be like, how dare you? Compared to her own experiences with lakes.
도착하면 저랑 시춘이를 환영하는 자리가 마련되어 있을 거예요. 아, 로자 씨도 오랜만에 정말 배부르게 드실 수 있겠네요.
도착하기 전부터 이렇게 설렌 적은 처음인 것 같아.
Rodeo literally went like, say less.
저건 배인가요? 배를 정박해둔 거예요?
아, 네. 가끔 뱃놀이를 나가기도 했거든요. 아, 그리고 연못 저 너머에는 시춘이 지내는 건물도 있답니다.
You each get a building of your own?
네. 그래서 처음 홍원을 떠났을 때 다른 곳에서는 한 건물에 온 가족이 함께 지낸다는 게 신기했답니다.
이래서는 가족끼리 얼굴 한번 보기도 힘들겠네만.
Man, if only we could have that here. Just an entire building for ourselves.
그러기 위해서 따로 쓰는 거예요.
Lucky if we get a cardboard box.
이거 대화가 제대로 이어지는 거 맞아요?
이럴 거면 베케이션을 처음부터 홍루군의 집으로 잡아주지 그리하였어.
그건 곤란해요, 돈키호테 씨. 출가할 때 할머니와 어르신들께서 꼭 당부하시던 말이 있었거든요. 때가 되면 자연스럽게 발걸음은 돌아올 것이니 그 전까지는 많은 것을 그저 보고 있으라고.
About the witnessing portion, we may have asked Lok Honglu to fight for us, so sorry we failed the assignment?
언제 오려나 했는데 시간이 속절없이 흘러 정말 와버렸네요.
Most sinners do not welcome their turn. Some of them were even terrified of it. Sometimes they had to confront what they've been avoiding all their lives. And for some, important things like that were once forgotten or lost were waiting for their return. But the reluctance is really not surprising at all. I don't think I'd welcome an opportunity to get my memories back with open arms if it was thrust upon me out of nowhere, especially if I was getting dragged there against my will. But despite the fact that I couldn't be more obvious that his turn had arrived, Honglu was as tranquil as he always was. He's always been able to remain aloof no matter what happens. Maybe it won't be different this time either. Hey, Dante, you shouldn't have said that. But even so, can I judge that so hastily? Can I hope that Honglu won't accidentally get scammed by the scammer?
가시 보프라님 행차시오.
Again, with the palanquin bearer's deep, full-throated pronouncement of our arrival, the door opened.
자, 필요하실 텐데 어서 들어오세요.
leaving behind the sinners who were still reeling from the astronomical level of opulence at display. Honglu bounced lightly off the palanquin and moseyed into the building. Just like this, moseyed in. Quite the...
설렘도 떨림도 없는 차분한 걸음걸이구려.
He's just like, what's the worst that can happen? Smile?
그러게요.
좋은 집에만 살아서 뭐 무서울 것도 어색할 것도 없다. 이거 아니겠냐?
그래도 홍루군의 마음 한구석에는 가족들에 대한 그리움이 남아있을 것 같지 않은가?
Once we all left the palanquin,
모든 것이 상당히 넓고 거대하구려.
하인들도 대체 몇 명이래요?
a lot.
아,
Just assume a lot.
되면 할머니가 방문하신다네요. 연애는 그때 시작될 것 같아요.
Jew hour?
술시는 19시부터 21시 사이를 의미합니다. 동부의 특정 지역에서 간혹 사용되는 고유 시간 체계죠. 추가로 홍루 씨의 조모인 가모는 이 대관원의 가주입니다. 홍원의 수장이라고 이해하셔도 틀리지 않습니다.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying the stream so far.
친인척인 날개의 대표.
Yeah, so don't upset the grandmother.
네, 이제 곧 다음 후계자에게 가주를 넘겨주실 테지만요.
Because she'll probably kill us.
이제 와서 가주의 자리를 넘기려는 이유가 뭐지?
Otis, as she probably saw an ulterior motive behind every move, inquired.
언제나 때가 올 거라고 하시긴 했어요. 당신께선 너무 오랫동안 맡으셨다며 말이죠.
갑자기 나타나서 가주 대전에 참가한다고 하면 깜짝 놀라시겠어요.
글쎄요. 어쩌면 담담하실지도 모르겠어요.
Maybe. Or in her case, she's like, oh, you're our treasure. Please, don't stay here too long. We gotta, you gotta be safe, right?
구태여 나갈
Clearly
이유는
no ulterior
없지만
motives.
나가지 않을 이유도 없었으니까요.
Thoughts.
저쪽에 시추님과 웨이님이 앉아 계세요. 다행히 무사히 도착하신 모양인데요.
Jesse Chun, who arrived before us, shot us the briefest glance before looking away with exaggerated disinterest. Yeah. Oh man, Zichun, you're trying so hard. Just pretend we don't exist. It's so easy to do that.
방금 시추님이 저희를 보자마자 고개를 획 꺾으셔.
그 잠깐 사이에 되게 서먹해졌네요.
오, 우리도 시춘군의 옆에 가서 앉는 것이 어떤가?
No, Dawn, that's incorrect.
틀렸어. 우린 이제 저기로 못 가.
어째서 온 말인가?
저희는 이제
I'm at least glad that Dawn has realized maybe screaming and yelling in here is, might not be the best idea.
적으로 취급받는 것이 당연할 테죠.
분위기가 바뀌었다. 이쪽과 저쪽, 우리와 우리가 아닌 것.
전장은 언제나 모략과 배신이 도사리는 곳이지. 오늘의 아군은 내일의 적이 되기도 하고.
친구가 없다는 말을 이렇게 또 돌려서 하고.
Funny way to say I don't have any friends. Okay, true though. True, the number of people who are like, oh man, why is it so hard making friends? And then they reveal their thought reasoning to be just like what these two just described. It's like, yeah, maybe not everything's a competition. Chill, it's okay.
방금 뭐?
아, 부모님이 저기 계시네요.
갑자기 바로 간다고? 야이씨, 이름도 모르는데.
Yeah, we're like, hello, mom, dad, here are my friends, all 12 of them. Please be nice.
아버지 조남은 가시정, 그리고 어머니는 대관원에서 왕부인이라고 불리신답니다. 출가 이후 처음으로 인사 올립니다. 가시보, 지금 귀가했습니다.
벌써 왔는데.
보가 이게 몇 년 만이니? 오랜만에 얼굴을 보니 정말이지 반갑기가 그지없구나.
And again, you don't seem very happy to see him. You're not doing the whole, like, at least hugging or, like, patting him or just be like, hey, are you okay? Pat his cheek, maybe pinch him or something like that.
어떤 말부터 해야 할지.
The father just sings, eyes dart nervously between us and Honglu. He's like, are these guys ruffians? Meanwhile, his mother gingerly brings him in. Thank you very much for a careful embrace, as though she was in the presence of something so utterly, deeply moving. It was more than the pure joy of reunion. So there's Honglu's parents.
극진히 환영해 주시니 감사해요.
그런데 같이 온 분들은 누구니?
대단한 숫자는 아니지만 밖에서 사귄 제 친구들이랍니다.
부하라고 소개하던 누구보단 낫네요. 그죠?
I mean, not false. Honglu's mother slowly turns around to look at us. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but somehow it almost felt like she was looking down at each of us, one by one. Yeah, you know what? I expected. She's like, man, these guys are like dirty, doesn't seem to be rich. There's no prestige behind them. Worthless.
반가워요. 우리 보기가 어릴 때부터 참 고집이 많았던 아이여서 어쩌면 같이 다니기에 조금 고생스러웠을 텐데 개의치 않고 부디 잘 보살펴. 고집이요? 홍루 씨가요?
Maybe you shouldn't have interrupted Ishmael. Whatever was said, she said they don't seem all too happy to hear that.
보가, 왜 친구분들이 너를 그런 이름으로 부르게 두는 거니? 선인들께서 점치해주신.
Alright, I just realized that I have to play ads because I don't have any way to snooze them. So I like to do that to turn off pre-rolls. So get up, stretch, see you guys in a couple minutes.
뭐야? 왜 갑자기?
Honglu reached out and gently yet indifferently held his mother's violently trembling hand. It's okay. Nothing untoward is happening just because they're using my undignified name. It's okay.
당연하잖아요, 어머니. 그 고귀한 이름이니까요.
그렇지.
Exactly.
아무나 입에 담을 만큼 가벼운 이름이 결코 아니니.
He's just like, don't worry, they don't deserve to call me Xiao Baoyu. Honglu is better. It is fitting for their station.
아무렴 그렇고 말고.
이쪽도 원래 이름이란 게 있었어?
그 외 있잖아. 피사에서 홍루 보고 보옥도련님이라고 불렀었던 거 기억 안 나?
지난번 홍원에서 결투할 때도 가시 가문의 보옥이라고 이름을 밝혔었죠. 사정이 있어서 다른 이름을 쓰는구나 했지만요.
You what? Sure, guys.
우리랑
Didn't you guys read the pamphlet?
고귀하신 이름이다 이거냐? 부르면 닳기라도 하나.
고작 이름인데 부른다고 닳진 않아요. 하지만 닳는다고 믿으시는 분들도 계셨던 것 같네요.
Yeah, his mom was one of them. And at that point, you just go along with it. It's better than trying to do otherwise and being like, oh, well, you know, now they're going hysterical.
그 이름을 여기저기서 쓰고 다니지 않은 건 잘했구나.
그래. 네 소중한 이름이 저자에 널리 퍼지면 너를 암습할 자가 얼마나 많겠니. 당장 이곳에서도.
모친의 말씀대로 홍루 씨의 본명은 H사에 한 번이라도 연이 닿은 자라면 충분히 홍원의 일원이라는 걸 알아차릴 수 있는 지명도를 갖고 있죠.
대부분의 이름에는 그 근원이 담겨져 있다고 하오. 가령 동부에서는 부모가 자식에게 이름을 지을 때 어떻게 세상에 쓰일 것인지를 담아 짓곤 하지.
내 놈, 이름의 뜻이 뭐지?
제 이름은 부모님뿐만 아니라 많은 분의 소망을 담아서 만들어졌죠. 태어날 때부터 옥을 가지고 태어났다는 뜻이랍니다.
You're born with a precious jade. That... Alright, I mean, like, I'm just going to ignore, like, the, I'm gonna ignore his, like, literary counterpart for now, but, like, Limbus-wise, what does it mean here? Please explain.
바보. 끔찍하군. 홍루가 낫겠어.
Should not say this in front of the parents, by the way. Yeah. See, at least try to whisper. Sinclair understands the mission.
나도 부르던 대로 부를란다. 혹시라도 보옥도련님 뭐 이딴 이름으로 불러대야 한다면 차라리 길잡이 그 작자한테 몇 대 후려 맞는 게 나을 테니까.
I could feel the horrified gaze of the servants staring at us.
네, 계속 홍루라고 불러주셔도 괜찮답니다.
귀빈들께선 자리에 앉아주시길
They're
청하옵니다.
like, get these guys seated down.
곧 음식을
Get
내올
food into
것이오.
them so they stop talking. They're saying horrifying things. Food will be served soon. More food. Lots of food.
야, 이게 다 뭐냐?
이거 진짜 먹으라고 주는 거 맞아요?
No, it's just like a huge dinner. Like everybody here will eat that. So there's like different dishes. You just grab different things. I don't think I've ever been intimidated by food before. There was quite literally a mountain of dishes on the table. I was starting to wonder if the purpose of these dishes was more to flaunt their wealth than to feed us a reasonable amount of food. That is correct. You want to flaunt your wealth at these kind of gatherings. Have I read the book the Honglu is from? I do not currently recall the details of it. Mostly because I've been kind of busy with work right now. I'm just like, oh, I've forgotten about it. So, Dream of the Red Chamber, no. I don't remember specific details right now.
이거 말이야. 리필 되는 거지?
Except that, like, he was kept in his room forever because he was considered, like, the most precious treasure, the jade, etc. But I'm curious to know how they will treat it in, like, Limbus-wise. You read, like, 14 chapters so far? Well, that means it must be a good book. If anything, I kind of want to read Hellscreen because that's Ryoshi's and it's coming up. And, you know, I should have read Dream of the Red Chamber beforehand, but I kind of got preoccupied with some other stuff and slipped from my mind. Roja, you can't ask for refills here. Oh man, Roja, no, that makes you seem greedy. Anyway, what's with these empty seats over there? Are we still killing time for some guests to arrive? You read Hellscreen through a Twitter comment since it's short enough? Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess if it works, it works. I guess I might as well do that so I can bookmark it, and if I have some time during like a commute, I can totally read it then. I'm assuming like Dream of the Red Chamber is much longer.
그건 아닐 것 같아요. 이곳에 참석하는 걸 원하지 않은 이 대관원 어딘가에 있는 제 형 누나들의 자리겠죠. 오늘은 저를 환영하기 위해 만들어진 자리니까요. 있어봤자 시간 낭비라고.
That and of course I want to reread the other literary books before the Cantos arrive. I need to be better about it. It's just there's a lot of things happening for me in like the last 2 weeks, so things have been falling here and there and be like, oh shoot, did I remember to do this? Nah. 120 chapters? Yeah. You know, that checks out. I'm not even surprised about that.
가모께서 당도하셨나이다.
Well, either way, you have 14 chapters in it, right? So you're committed. Gotta finish all 120. You got this.
가모께서 당도하셨나이다.
With the announcement, utter silence quickly devoured the busy hubbub of the banquet. Those who were sitting quickly rose to their feet, correct, and bowed, correct, while those who were standing knelt down on all fours, their backs bent so low that their foreheads were nearly touching the floor, assuming those are the servants. And the woman walking out from behind them, the crowd itself parting down the middle from her sheer presence. Well, I'm assuming these are Heisho packs, because they're similar to that one Heisho pack and the ones we own as well. I kind of disagree with her wearing white, but you know what? I'm going to assume it's a Limbus Company choice.
아, 할머니가 오셨네요.
It was Honglu's grandmother, the family hierarch of H Corp and its chief executive director. Jiamu's presence was at once warm, gentle, yet immense and overwhelming, like a personification of an insurmountable mountain. I was going to disagree with these first two because I'm like, I don't agree with what she looks like. Immense and overwhelming? Definitely, because she's a CEO. Or CED in this case.
가모님을 뵙습니다.
가모님을 뵙습니다.
Like, I'm almost done with reading Leviathan since it was recommended to me a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not going to really share my thoughts on it until I finish doing so, just in case I miss stuff. But hey, I can probably finally imagine how Virgilis feels just seeing our clown show.
뭐야? 우리도 숙여야 해? 거기?
이미 접시에 고개를 파묻고 있으니까 괜찮지 않을까?
Oh, Rogia. Oh, hey, Gregor, you shouldn't have said that. You're just calling Rogia a dog.
이 옆에 흑수처럼 보이는 사람들도 있어요.
Guys, everything's gonna be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. Dante, do you realize who you're talking to? The LCB and not doing anything stupid? Are you sure about that? Please pick one. As everyone was bowing before Jiamu, awed and humbled, only Honglu looked straight at Jiamu without bowing. Then he got up from his seat and walked towards her.
할머니, 오랜만에 인사드려요.
보옥도련님, 가까이 올라오시죠.
It seemed that a special permission was needed to even stand next to her, as Honglu was allowed to approach her only after the servant gave him the go-ahead.
보가 얼마나 고단하고 여의치 않은 여정이었느냐.
그렇지 않아요, 할머니. 함께했던 분들이 모두 친절히 대해주신 덕에 새로운 걸 많이 배울 수 있었는걸요?
배움을 통달하고자 했다면 어떤 학문이든 다 빼어난 선생을 모셔 글방에 앉혀놓을 수도 있었겠지만 글방에 앉아 아무리 학문에 능통해졌다 하더라도 그저 그뿐일 뿐. 우리는 고기 네가 세상 물정에 능통해지고 세월을 허투루 보내지 않길 바라였다.
네, 알아요, 할머니. 과분한 기회였다는걸요.
그래도 가주 자리를 내려놓기 전에 이렇게 잊지 않고 들려줘서 고맙구나.
아무래도 홍루건의 림버스 컴퍼니에
Oh my gosh, no! God, this hurts to see!
크리스마였던 모양이군.
Please, Don, just stop eating for now.
그란 트리스모?
Rodia, you too! This is the... Oh my gosh. No.
너희 둘 다 주둥이에 집어넣은 것 좀 삼키고 말할 수는 없나?
유명한 집안의 도련님들은 본격적인 대외 활동에 나서기 전에 집안에서 여행을 보내기도 한다네.
책으로는 배울 수 없는 다양한 경험을 얻고 바깥의 문물에 익숙해지기 위함이다.
저기 있는 시춘이와는 이미 한 번 인사를 나누었다지?
그럼요.
Yeah, she's right there.
총명한 아이야. 가주 심사 또한 허튼 마음으로 나가는 것이 아닐 테다.
Yeah, I believe she'll win.
맞아요. 시춘이라면 영민하게 잘 해내겠죠.
그래.
Just, you know, ignore the fact that we will also have to join in because of reasons. It'll be fine. You can believe in us too, right?
인사를 드렸느냐?
No, we just got here.
곧 방문 드리려고요.
왕부인도 이곳으로 올라오거라.
송구합니다, 가모님.
Gonna look for a half an hour. All good. Thank you for chatting. Hope everything goes well. Oh, thank you. Honglu's mother hurried up to where Jiamu stood.
하나뿐인 아들이 출가하여 강호를 떠돌고
He did.
있으니 마음이 편치 않을 것이다.
Look, I'm getting the feeling that the elders are probably gonna be like, "Hey, we're gonna point out all your faults," and I get that. Going up to your relatives, grandfathers, and they're like, "Man, why can't you be like so and so? Why can't you be like this? Or why are your grades good enough?" It's so crushing. I'm not saying it's specifically an Asian thing, but like, I know the feelings about this.
아닙니다, 가모님. 저는 우리 보기가 이렇게 제 몫을 하는 사내가 되어 무탈한 모습으로 돌아오니 그것만으로도 더 이상 바랄 게 없습니다.
So we're gonna visit the elders and be like, "Hey, hi, Honglu's been pretty great to us, right?" In reality, they're gonna be like, "Hey," they're gonna play like, "Why weren't you just witnessing or something like that?" Or why do you not call them your lackeys or something? Or I know, they will find some way to criticize him. We're like, damn. Literally right out of the gate, huh?
그러니 보호가 재촉할 생각은 없지만 다음 출가 날짜는
And we just get back to this point again.
아직 정해진 건 없어요, 어머니.
그렇구나. 나는 그저 이곳에 계속 머물러 있다가는 네 소임을 다하지 못하고 저물까봐 염려스럽단다. 어서 소임을 다하고 돌아와야 가모님께서 맺어주신 그 약조도 지키지 않겠니?
그래.
Yeah, like we were going to say before about that.
잃지도 말고 잊지도 말거라. 너는 우리 가문의 하나뿐인 옥이니 우리의 둘도 없는 진귀한 보물. 이 속세에 남아있지 말고 때가 되면 다시 떠나 그 가치를 다하거라.
We're just like, so about your hierarch like family evaluation. What if I wanted to join in?
그럴게요, 할머니, 어머니.
But he really told him, so yeah, I'll leave as soon as my job is done. Even if it takes months, but I will leave when my job is done. Don't worry about it. Alright, hello? I'm gonna assume this is a person? I thought the sinners were doomed to chew uncomfortably through this incredibly awkward meal, which they should not be like doing so while speaking anyways. But Zhao Mu and her retinue of Heisho left the banquet hall quite promptly after that exchange. It was as though they had no more reason to remain here.
어찌하여 저들은 홍무군이 당도하자마자 떠나는 날을 묻는 것인가?
그러게요. 아끼는 것처럼 보이다가도.
아끼는 모습도 통상적인 가정에서 자식을 애틋하게 여기는 감정과는 다소 일반적이지 않은 방향성이었다.
Oh? That's when an unfamiliar, chipper voice happened jovially into our conversation. Hopped jovially.
왜 나를 제일 먼저 찾아주지 않았어? 내가
Oh,
머물던
hello there.
곳은 네가 출가했을 때 이후로 쭉 같았단 말이야.
아, 보차 누나구나. 오랜만이야. 여기까지 와서 자리를 채워준 거구나. 고마워.
Nice to meet you.
보호기가 오는지 미리 알았더라면 우리 설씨 가문의 다른 사람들까지 불러왔을 텐데.
So, there's two options for her.
얼마나 보호기의 안부를
Given that she has a good relationship with Hong Lu, she will either stay alive till the very end because she will become irrelevant halfway through, or she will die right in front of him. I don't know which one to bank on quite yet, but I have a feeling it's one of those two.
허기나.
Ji-chun, who's been sitting in complete silence for the entire banquet, muttered quietly to herself.
보, 이곳에 온 다음에 또 누구에게 인사를 올렸어?
부모님과 가모님께 방금 문안 드렸어.
정말? 그러면 내가 첫 번째네.
She made a cheerful remark before leaning close up to his eye.
네 옥은 언제 봐도 아롱지고 깨끗하다. 보. 네가 떠난 뒤에도 계속 기억하려고 그 색과 똑같은 목걸이를
right.
만들어서
His
매일
jade is
감고
his,
다녔어.
the jade is his eye, I guess.
어때?
Yeah.
잘
I think I
보여?
remember some upside stories where like, oh yeah, you know, they call this the jade or something.
그렇구나. 계속 기억해줬다니 고마워.
저 그런데 누구야 누구?
So I assume heterochromia is like an auspicious kind of omen in this family. Which is pretty cool. Usually when they depict heterochromia, they're like, oh, it's clearly like unnatural or like monstrous or something like that.
아니, 오랜만에 분위기 좋아한데가 참 그새를 못 참고.
Rogia stepped forward, unable to stand the curiosity.
아, 여기는 말이죠?
보차라고 한답니다. 설가 보차. 보호기와 깊은 인연을 맺고 있답니다.
That you do.
깊은 인연? 혼인의 언약한 사이니 깊은 인연이라 부르는 게 어울리지 않겠네요.
Oh, congratulations! I hope that you guys, have actually a good marriage. Please don't end up like a certain other grade 9 fixer who had a great marriage and then it kind of fell to the side.
그렇게 놀라실 일도 아니랍니다. 어르신들이 지나가듯 약속해서
And I hope
맺는
it's not
인연은
like one of those like arranged
흔하니까요.
political marriages for clout, but probably in this kind of family, it probably is.
아니, 그래도 말 한마디라도 해주지 그랬어.
어차피 제가 혼인을 하는 건 이 림버스 컴퍼니를 떠났을 때일 텐데요. 그러니 굳이 알릴 필요는 없다고 생각했답니다.
저 아까 살짝 들렸는데 보호기의 친구분들이시라고요?
Yeah, if they go back through it again, it's gonna be like, hey, here's a 5-phase fight, and you have to make sure your team can survive through everything.
들려주실 수 있을까요?
Phase 3, literally kicking my ass.
어린은 가라. 함부로 들을 이야기가 아니니.
왜요? 저 피비린내 나는 이야기 엄청 좋아하는데.
I'm sure you love stories about bloodshed. You know what? You can fit well with us, Shubachai. You can fit with especially with Roshu.
아, 보차 누나의 취미 중 하나가 도시 괴담 서적 모으기였거든요.
그렇다면 조금만 들려주도록 할까?
우와, 다른 분들은요? 저 모험담 정말 좋아하는데.
그 말 앞으로 후회하지 않을 자신 있겠어?
So we'll be like, let's talk about how we went through the different cantos and there's a lot of blood, but everything was an adventure, so it's totally okay. So don't worry about all the traumatic things that happened to us. They're just stories.
이제부터 끝내주게 용맹스러운 모험담의 이야기가 펼쳐질 테니.
Yeah, she is excited to be here, excited to listen to us. So I really hope she stays alive. We need someone who, we need someone just a little bit unhinged like her to stay alive after all the craziness of the city.
식사 끝났으면 얌전히 각자가 머물 곳으로 돌아가는 게 어때?
I thought you were ignoring this, Shasi-chun?
시춘이는 오늘도 화가 많이 났구나. 네 세가의 사람들이 큰 전투에 휘말려서 많이 줄었다고 들었어.
I used more than 3 handkerchiefs wiping my tears away.
눈물을 닦았던 손수건만 해도
Hey, that's
넘었지 뭐니?
I like her so much. I like just how insensitive she is in like literally the best way.
벌써 설씨가의 귀에도 들어갔구나.
Oh man, that's so sad. One handkerchief. Oh man, that's really sad. Man, it's a second handkerchief. Man, it's a tragedy. Third handkerchief. And then the fourth one too. Like on standby.
맞아. 하지만 그런 건
And then like 30 minutes later, they're like, no, it's totally fine.
아무 관계 없어. 시춘이는 언제나 자신감 있어 보여서 보기 좋은 거 있지? 그리고 보차 언니도 조심하는 게 좋을 걸. 보옥 오빠 저렇게 맹하게 웃는 척하다가 뒤통수 치는 게.
Hey, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Come on. Come on. That's we're not stabbing knives here.
갑자기 뒤통수 치는 게 재주가 되었다니 무슨 소리야?
시춘이랑 사이가 조금 틀어졌거든.
아하, 시춘이가 너를 포섭하려고 했던 모양이구나. 탐낼만 했을 거야. 보기는 옛날부터 언제나 해맑게 웃고만 있었는데도 누구보다 실력이 일취월장했으니까.
그냥 하다 보니까 잘 되었어.
좀 재수없는 스타일이긴 했었다, 그치?
저런 유형도 드물지만 있는 법이니까요.
Yeah, so I really hope she stays alive. That's all I'm gonna say.
혹시 치우 오라버니를 오다가 만난 적 있어?
Yeah, sort of.
나는 못 보았지만 이분들은
Never mind.
만났어.
We didn't. Oh, but they have.
다행이네.
She placed her hand over her chest as though she just survived an incredibly dangerous accident before eyeing us anxiously. I thought it was the big guy from last time. Clearly not.
어떻게 되었어? 사이와를 포섭하려고 했던 건 알아. 포섭이라고 믿는 사람은 사이와 걔만 빼고.
Oh, I guess it is the big guy? Honglu was dead during that? Oh, okay. Never mind. Then it really was him. Sorry. You can tell I'm still I'm bad with names. As soon as it said Yu Hua, I'm like, nope, I remember this guy now. It's a smarmy dude. It must have been a pretty open secret among the candidates that Jia Q was trying to ally with Shi Hua.
같이 있던 이화 형님의 목이 잘렸어.
Yeah, he died just like that. Horizontally, vertically. I think it was horizontally, like they just did a flip right to his neck. H, got it.
이번이 세 번째인가 그럼? 이화도 참 여전히 그 경거망동한 버릇을 못 고친다니까. 치우 오라버니는 가주대전이 다가왔으니 곧 올 거라고 생각은 했어. 뒷골목에 돈다는 그 흉흉한 노랫말은 대감원에 모르는 사람이 없을 거야.
Well, maybe he's busy just plotting how to kill us.
소식이 들려올 때마다 대관원 분위기가 흉악해져서 무서워 죽겠다니까 정말. 그래도 다행이지. 치우 오라버니는 가주대전에서 나를 먼저 노리진 않을 테니까.
어째서지?
당연히 곧바를 죽이기엔 제가 지나치게 사랑스러운 탓이겠죠.
Too charming and adorable to kill outright. Okay, you're not wrong about being too charming and adorable. Like, Balchai, I hope you stay alive, but like, that's also like a death flag right there. Just to let you know, that's a death flag.
그리고 치우 오라버니가 목표로 하는 게 뭔지는 모르겠지만 적어도 저희 설씨 가문은 아닐 테니까요.
그럴 수도 있겠다.
Balchai took a step towards Honglu and leaned in close to his face. I'm gonna kiss him because you know what? We gotta meet our kissing quota. And if we can't do that with Kathy and Heathcliff, we can do it with these two.
여전히 내게서
Never mind.
좋은 향이
Damn.
나고 있는 것
Once again, blocked like this.
보처 누나에게선 고약한 향이 난 적이 한 번도 없었는걸?
보, 나는 쭉 형무원을 거쳐하고 있어. 떠나기 전 꼭 내게 들려줘야 해.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, he's like, he didn't compliment her. He's just like, yeah, you just smell as your usual stuff. And it's like, you know, it's very smooth, but also he's like, it's not like you smell great. You just exist. Promise to pay me a visit before you leave? Okay. Balchai will either accomplish that or there will be no Hangwuan by the time we get to try to visit you. With that, she gracefully walked out of the room.
저희도 이만 돌아가는 게 어떨까요? 이곳은 해심한 데어도 곧바로 캄캄해지거든요.
너 집 왜 떠났냐?
별거 아니랍니다. 어릴 때 종종 같이 놀던 누나예요. 대관원에서 제게 친절을 보여주신 얼마 안 되는 분 중 하나였죠.
People got really confused. They didn't explain the big sis thing. Yeah, I assumed it was just, you know, it's normal in the kind of like Asian cultures that you're like, oh, if they're your friends, you call them like big sis, big bro. So I'm assuming most people were not aware of that, which is, oh yeah, that could be very awkward. Oh yeah, you know, I'm kind of glad they put that explanation in, but ooh yeah, that could have been bad. So where should we head to next? Yeah, probably in the book they're actually cousins, yeah. Like, I'm assuming based on, like, Limbus's... They do enough changes that I didn't immediately think, okay, you know, they could be cousins in, like, at least this universe, but I was thinking, yeah, it could be. Could be.
그러게? 이런 집이면 이번엔 정말 기대해봐도 되는 거지?
At least they confirmed it, but also, yeah, having the place in it, you know, kind of forgot, oh yeah, global audience, not everybody knows about those kinds of terms for your friends.
제 손님으로 오셨으니 대관원 안에 있는 제 방에서 묵으면 될 거예요.
We're gonna get ambushed and assassinated there, aren't we?
그리 멀지 않아서 가마 없이도 금방 갈 수 있답니다.
Are we? Oh, hey, look at that. It's a fight with one person. They're weak to... you know what? It'll probably be fine. You guys got this. We got win rate.
출진.
자, 여기랍니다.
가깝다고 한 것 치곤 꽤 걸었네요.
Yeah, I can understand, but at the same time, this is also, like, Project Moon fans can't read is actually a real thing. So they probably glossed over, like, those details. So, you know, if people still think that, we can be like, hey, there's proof right here that they specifically, like, explained the situation.
이 홍원이라고 부른답니다. 홍원에서 제일 향긋한 꽃나무로 만든 방이어서 숨을 크게 들이쉬면 말이죠. 이렇게 꽃내음이 코끝을 타고 퍼져요. 다른 건물은 안 그러는데 말이죠.
과히 그렇구려. 보이지도 않는 것이 제법 향기롭소.
This place is huge too. You've been living here alone all along?
네. 더 넓은 방에서 지내라고 하셨지만
Yeah, gotta keep the jade safe.
도련님, 오랜만에 인사드립니다. 스빈입니다.
Is that... Are you okay, man? Yeah, is she?
스빈, 잘 지냈어?
네, 평소와 같았습니다.
I can't tell if that's just because the rest of her hand is like blocked behind the box, but like, assuming this is her natural hand color, like, are you okay, man? Or wait, is this a prosthetic like Gregor? In which case, never mind. I'm gonna ignore it. Jiren watched us emotionally as our rowdy crowd, you know, same thing, poured into the yard. Her expression did not change even when she saw Honglu, who presumably haven't been home in quite some time. I can hide a text box. Oh, right. That looks like they forgot the fingers over here. Or there's like a really, you know what, there's a really awkward sleeve. That's the only other thing I can think of. Because if it's not an awkward sleeve, we are missing some fingers on that hand. Thank you for the reminder, by the way. I totally forgot about that.
이분들은 도련님의 손님이신가요? 방을 안내해드리겠습니다. 따라오.
저는 따로 방문할 때가
Sorry,
있어서
you're a servant. It's okay. It's totally okay to cut you off.
어디를 가시는 겐가? 우리도 함께.
He's got to visit the elders, where they're gonna like trash him or something.
아,
Right?
괜찮아요. 어르신들께 문안 인사를 드리는 것뿐인 거라 혼자 가는 편이 좋아요.
Yeah. You don't want your friends to be there when you get roasted by your family. I get it.
자, 이쪽으로.
뭐 어느 작전이나 그랬지만
It's okay. The servants are used to it. Like, remember, they're getting paid for it, and they should be, you know, quote unquote, honored to be serving such a prestigious family. Like, I'm assuming they're equating them to like the whole like, royal family like emperor situation, like in China, where those people are, that group is just venerated. Like what they did with like Jiangmu, where you had to get permission to even step close. Is like that is something that was kind of like trademarked with the, well, not trademark, but hallmark of those kind of people, at least during that time period.
이렇게 현장까지 직접 와서야 겨우 실감이 나네요.
I'm assuming that's the case. It could become something completely different, in which case I just sound like an idiot right now. But it's an either or situation.
가주
I'm an idiot or actually
말씀인 거죠?
know my history. For once.
다른 후보들은 이것 하나만을 위해 몇 년을 준비해 왔다고 하니까요. 저희는 그걸 하룻밤 만에 해내야만 하는 거고요.
Ishmael, we can solve this by just reading a pamphlet. Trust.
나는 벼락치기 타입이어서
We got a pamphlet for this examination, right?
자신감이 붙는데?
Procrastinate until the last minute kind of got, oh, this is way too relatable. It's like, oh, I have a bunch of projects I have to do, like in post-secondary. And I'm like, I should complete my projects. And I thought, I'll get to them soon. I just gotta, finish this episode first. And then it's like, oh, 5 hours passed. Like, oh shit, everything's due on midnight. It's like 11:52 right now.
보조리한 상황에서 임무를 수행해야 하는 것은
I've definitely gotten a lot better since then. If anything, I do less procrastination, more like, hey, I balance it with just adding more work onto myself. So really, nothing has changed.
상관없지 않겠나. 어차피 우리가 노리는 것은
The pamphlet reminds you of something from R-Corp Honglu's Uptie story. I kind of skipped over it at a time just in case it had some references to Canto VIII, because I think it released around that time, or just before. Anything interesting in there?
가주의 자리가 아니지 않나.
Yeah, a few hours ago, you'll finally tell us the plan, because clearly, from what Otis said, we're not supposed to win.
천만다행이지
Came out right
않겠어요?
before Canto VIII. Yeah.
그래도 저희의
I
목표가 가주대전에
just want to be on the safe side. It
이끌어내는
was like, maybe they might reference some like Canto VIII hints or something or whatever. I'm like, nope, I gotta go through this like, completely fresh.
1등을 할 필요가 없다는 말인 겐가?
당연하죠. 저희가 왜 수감자를 홍원의 가주로 만들겠어요?
Yeah, that'd be conflict of interest right there if Honglu became the head of H Corp.
외부인을 앉히는 것보다는
Ignoring
회사
his
소속의
ID,
인물이
which
날개에
he
대표로
probably
앉혔을
does
때
end up becoming the head of
안정적으로
H Corp.
조정할 수 있지 않나.
일이 그렇게 간단하게 굴러가지는 않죠. 그리고 LCB는 LCB로서 해야 하는 일이 아직도 많은걸요.
So we still have plans for Honglu, is what she's saying.
그러면 우승 그러니까 1등이 아니어도 뭔가 떨어지는 게 있으니까 하는 거겠지?
They get someone participating. They get a pair of like socks and be like, you tried. Wow, congratulations. Maybe some red packet money. And they're like, here you go. Good job. They spilled like maybe 10 million honor there. Like go out into the wild. It'll be okay.
가주 심사에서
Glad to see you
10등을
again.
간 사람은 순위 순서로 가문의 창고에서 원하는 물건을 하나 가져갈 수 있는 포상을 받거든요.
That's fair.
하지만 2등 안에는 들어야 안전하게 저희가 원하는 물건을 확보할 수 있을 거라는 결론을 냈습니다.
Which should be the golden bow.
아, 괜히 기분 잡치네. 까짓 거 1등 해봐?
못 보던 사이에 자신감이 어마어마하게 느셨군요.
뭐
You're basically saying, didn't you just hear what I said, you dummy?
우리가
그리고 그 홍원의 어마어마한 만물 창고에 어떤 것이 있었게요?
황금 가지요.
네, 그 진정한 가치도 모른 채 다른 보물들 사이에 파묻혀 있는 상태랍니다.
그래서 파우스트, 아까 소드 과장이 말한
I really do like
일차적인
these
작전이라는
immediate
건 뭐지?
transitions compared to the previous cantos and intervalos where they're kind of like, they do a quick scene change, but nothing has really changed at all. Or alternatively, also just immediately change without any transition whatsoever.
그러고 보니 파우스트 양에게 넌 짓이 이해했냐는 듯 묻고 넘어갈 뿐.
Ishmael kept pestering Honglu to read a pamphlet about H Corp and is useless because he's from there. And then, oh yeah, the reindeer thing. Honglu yells at her. Yeah, hearing Honglu like yelling at people is concerning to me. When I got his idea, I was like, oh my gosh, he's being loud? It's the same as like in the April Fool's event where Yisang started yelling because Otos was in his body, and I'm like, this is kind of terrifying. These people are supposed to be calm and chill and relaxed, and now they're yelling. These are the type of people you get, you're scared when they're angry. You're not scared of people who get angry all the time. You're scared of people who rarely get angry.
가주 심사 1차전의 내용은 지금까지 후손들이 대관원의 어르신들을 위해 준비해왔던 것을 시험하는 자리입니다.
What the descendants have prepared, huh? So this must be what Jassy Chun's been referring to this whole time.
네, 불로불사에 관한 것이죠.
Oh, immortality! Oh! So why don't we just get some mercury and just like down that, you know, don't actually do it in person. But don't actually do it for real, please. I do not condone that. But you know, just an idea for
진정한
Limbus
블루블스란
Company.
무엇인가에 대한 답을 보이는 자리입니다.
Story ends with Honglu and Ishmael accepting their deaths to get a moment of relief. True friendship? Yeah, it's true friendship. They're like, you can only build your true friendship when you're basically suffering all the time. And considering that the reindeers are basically suffering with their horns, yeah. I assume they're basically good best friends and suffering like, damn, I hate this assignment. I actually have to think a lot. Why can't I just be dead all the time? Right, so what's the answer to true immortality then?
그건 파우스트도 내놓을 수 없는 답입니다.
뭐 하자는.
Just one second, I want to check something. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought somebody messaged me, so I had to move the notification around.
다만 진정한 블루블사의 실마리가 있는 듯 흉내를 내볼 수는 있죠.
Demonstrate facsimile of immortality. Oh! Well, we do have that. Hey! So, when we go there and we just kill one of the sinners and we bring them back to life and we're guys, it's immortality. Trust. We'll get second place. Believe in us.
답을 원하는 건 그들이니 우리를, 정확히 말하자면 홍로 씨를 떨어뜨리진 않을 겁니다.
그럴듯해 보인다면 악착같이 매달릴 테니까. 그런 이야기인가?
그렇습니다.
그 감호인가는 제일 높아 보이는 사람도 그 녀석을 많이 아낀다며. 가산점 같은 걸 줄지 어떻게 알아?
Yeah, maybe she might. We love a little bit of nepotism in this entire contest. Just a little bit.
그건
Mentioned a bit after Canto V, doing his younger sister's hair. Yeah, Ishmael has a Zichun ID. I think it would be adorable, but I'm not sure they would let us do it unless, you know, there's a very specific reason for that. I think at most we just get the ID for Zichun that Ishmael has, and we just call it that. I'm still question marking on the existence of ID though, because how the heck would Ishmael, like, actually be a representative Zichun in this universe? There's definitely some convoluted way about how, assuming their mom got Zichun out. I was, you know, basically half siblings then. I guess that's the only way we can really justify that, right?
네, 맞아요. 이제 제 차례가 돌아온 거죠.
언제 오셨어요?
Oh, hey, I called it. Yeah, he just comes out of nowhere. It's like, hi. Honglu nonchalantly chimed into conversation, having slipped in between us unnoticed. Hey, you're back pretty soon, huh? Unfortunately, what Otis just said could sound quite crass depending on how you cut it. Honglu, you don't mind what she just said.
걸러들을 필요가 없었는걸요? 저의 쓰임새는 홍원에 있는 황금가지를 회수하기 위한 것, 그리고 그러기 위해 가주대전에 나가는 것이니까요. 그릇된 말은 아니랍니다.
I should read out her uptight story. Maybe sometime. I don't have her though, so I would probably have to check the wiki and be like, oh, I understand. I do want to hold off though, because I think it might have some spoilers or something like that. So I do want to wait until I beat Canto VIII for that. I think it came out like during the first or second part. I like vaguely remember it coming out sometime around there. Not 100% sure. Your use, yeah. It's okay. You're a sinner. You got this. Clearly the elders said something terrible to him that made him think that he's an object or something.
이왕 쓰이는 거 모두가 기뻐할 수 있는 쪽으로 흘러가게 되면 좋겠네요.
모두가 기뻐하기에는 시춘군 아까도 눈이 마주쳤는데 엄청 생콧김을 내면서 피해버렸소만.
시춘이하고는
Yeah, what about Zichun? Honglu's eyes twinkled briefly as though he was shifting into a dream.
다시 사이가 좋아지게 될 줄은 몰랐어요.
I didn't think it was possible for me to be friends with Zichun again.
비록 지금은 다시 원래 상태로 되돌아갔지만 잠깐이라도 꼭 어린 시절로 돌아간 것 같았거든요. 이제는 까마득하고 다시 오지 않을 시절이죠.
방금 뭐라고 했어? 지금 제정신으로 그 말을 나한테 한 거야? 아, 바보 같은 질문을 했네. 오빠는 평생 취한 적도 없을 테니까 언제나 또렷하고 맑은 정신이었겠지.
Yeah, I guess so.
어차피 내가 이렇게 화내고 소리 질러도 오빠에겐 아무런 타격도 없을 거 아니야.
Oh, Zichun came out after all of Canto VIII was out? Oh, yeah. Okay, definitely in that case, I would have to hold off before reading it. Like, I know I should probably dispense her before the next season comes out. I definitely missed a lot of stuff from Dawn's Canto because I was kind of rushing here and there. And didn't really have that much time when I first started playing this game again. I guess the only other reason is because at the time when she came out, I was like, I don't know how to use her at all. I'm just trying to build up my teams together.
도대체 그날 무슨 일이 있었길래 사람이...
시춘, 나는...
됐어, 마음대로 해. 제대로 된 가족이 한 명쯤은 있을 거라 기대한 내 잘못이지.
Okay, to be fair, Zichun, this is the city that we live in. Nobody's going to be normal. In that memory, Honglu is wearing the robes that signifies that he is a noble of some sort. Malphite came out at the same time as part 2. Here's well the story. I've never seen anyone talk about that. I cannot talk about that, unfortunately, because I specifically skipped her story, assuming it's the same thing. So she's really just there because I was like, haha, watch this. I'm gonna pull her. And I got her and like really easily and was like, oh shit. I just burned all my good luck right there. And apparently she's OP. So, you know, I'm getting carried by my IDs, but pressing win rate all the time. That's the quality of gameplay you're getting from this stream. Was wearing a quiet smile even before her hushed anger. But don't you want to be friends with her again? Yeah, I'll just wait until the end of Canto VIII and then everything will make sense. And then I can finally appreciate the same amount of absolute cinema that everybody else has gone through when they first started this canto.
결국 사람과의 연이란 것도 순간이고 찰나일 뿐일 텐데요. 그러니 저의 뜻이 어떻든 큰 상관이 없답니다.
Honglu, a sinner so aloof, so detached that it feels as though he's always floating through the clouds. So when he crashes out and potentially distorts, I'm expecting a distortion in this canto, we're gonna be absolutely fucked. I once thought that was just the kind of guy he was. Someone who just happened to be above everything that's happening around us, instead of just another messed up person with messed up problems of their own. But slowly and gradually, I had begun to realize that there was something off about him under the surface. Honglu, about participating in the Family Hierarch War, do you really not feel anything about it? Have you completely excluded yourself from it? Have you disassociated? You're just like, man, I just gotta do my job?
네, 그냥 그런 거구나라고 생각하고 있어요.
관리자님, 애초에 저자의 가치 판단이 이 회사에 유의미한 영향을 끼칠 수는 없을 겁니다.
Welcome back, Halia. Hope everything went well.
파우스트도 동의합니다. 수감자에게 작전 수행에 대한 거부권은 존재하지 않으므로.
If nothing else, I respect the amount of optimism that Dante has. Especially in this city. I respect that. And you know, maybe chalk it up to the fact that they have amnesia, right? But if nothing else, it's quite rare.
그건 사실일
Made some food? Oh, you made food and you don't share? Damn.
그에 따르는 마음의 상태까지.
I say that, but I should not be allowed in the kitchen when it, you know, in a reasonable, more than a reasonable amount of time.
마음의 상태라. 하지만 구태여 마음을 들여다보기에 괴로움이 생기는 것 아닐까요?
그것이 무슨...
이곳 대관원에서 머물고 있었을 때는 말이죠. 제게는 수많은 선택지가 끊임없이 지나쳐가곤 했어요. 다른 가문의 그 아이를 죽여야 하는지, 제가 살아남아야 하는지, 죽어가는 저 아이를 두고 그냥 지나쳐야 할지, 도와줘야 할지. 처음에는 제가 무언가 선택해보려 했답니다. 하지만 그 선택이 아무 의미가 없다는 걸 아는 것에 그리 오랜 시간이 걸리진 않았어요.
Damn. Just like that. Hey, Honglu just realized, you know what? This is the city we live in. Do you love the city you live in?
그래서 저는
You can share. Oh, you can share. Oh. You know what? Maybe we'll get like teleportation in like our lifetime. And then we can finally share food.
어떤 것도
You know, ignoring the fact that it probably has a high rate of failure. Just ignore that.
그게 지금의 저예요. 림버스 컴퍼니에 입사하게 된 후에 좋았던 점은 수도 없이 많지만 제가 무언가 선택하지 않아도 된다는 점이 특히 좋았던 것 같아요.
The favorite part of the experience was that you were never given a choice. At least they understood the assignment. If there's no point in making a choice, you know, let's just make it a visual novel. Without roots. Thoughts. Just like this.
조금 이상한 것 같은데요.
어라? 분위기가 조용해졌네요?
사담은 여기까지 하도록 하죠. 해야 할 이야기가 많습니다. 그럼 1차 대전의 계획에 대해 말씀드리죠.
Alright, what's the plan? The next morning. There's still some time until we have to leave. We're probably gonna get jumped because they're gonna assassinate us.
밤에는 잘 보이지 않았지만 이 허수아비들은 무엇이요?
아, 아직도 있었네요. 이곳에
That's so cute. They had the training dummies.
이런 식의 연무장이 마련되어 있어요. 걷고 뛸 나이가 될 쯤엔 누구나 이 허수아비들이랑 놀곤 한답니다.
Most epic fight. Oh no, don't tell me we're gonna actually fight the training dummy and the sinners are gonna fail because they keep getting smacked by it. Oh no!
우리라. 조기 교육은 중요하지.
허수아비랑 어떻게 노는 것인가? 그나저나 이 허수아비는 참 근사한 모자를 쓰고 있고.
Oh no, this is gonna suck. If true.
아, 그건 제가 7살 때 처음 받았던 허수아비예요. 그때는 말이죠. 허수아비도 때리면 아파하는 줄 알았답니다.
모든 어린아이가 처음에는 그리 생각했을 것이요.
그럼 여기에 태어나는 아이들은 어렸을 때부터 이렇게 자라야 하는 거야?
아, 그건 아니에요.
우와, 이번에 할머니가 형한테 선물로 주셨다는 게... 맞아. 그런데 아직 쓰임새는 잘 모르겠어. 옷 같은 걸 입혀주거나 장신구를 매달아주는 인형 아니겠어? 보옥형 집을 지켜주는 수호신 같은 걸지도 몰라.
I like how they don't even have the names listed here, so you know what? This could be just a fever dream for Honglu. Might not even be real.
얼씨구, 이건 말이지 이렇게 쓰는 거라고.
형이 할머니가 준 선물을 때렸어. 그렇게 하면 아파하지 않을까?
아파해? 참나.
이렇게 자라나야 살아남을 수 있다는 게 더 정확할 거예요.
At least Dayu has a name, yeah. At least they have a name. But, you know, who's to say if that's actually their correct name? What if it's like a pseudonym? So it's actually someone else altogether.
생각보다 제대로 된 수, 목.
It's clear that he doesn't, you know, if these are his memories, you know, he clearly can't attribute everything. He's not completely accurate, so may not be completely reliable. But they're all Honglu? Oh, that'd be interesting.
물건 같은데.
They're all just, you know, that's just how messed up he is. I'd be down for that.
땀내는 거 싫은데.
뭐 위험한 것도 아니고 컨디션도 체크할 겸 써보는 것도 괜찮겠네요.
Poses any danger? Oh, hey, Ishmael, very optimistic. If there's a way for the sinner to die by fighting against a training dummy, they will find a way. Trust.
들었나 제군들. 지금부터 우리는 관리자님의 명령에 따라
What if that kid was Dante pre-amnesia? I mean, I'd be very surprised. It's not like completely impossible, but I'd be very surprised. Hey, I didn't even give an order. I want a tough fight, embrace. Oh boy. Well, it won't hurt to get our blood pumping now. Alright. Okay. Team, we're going against a wooden training dummy. Oh my gosh.
그러니까 지금부터 너희들이 싸운다는 거지?
Vanish wooden
잠깐만,
dummy.
이거 잘 송출이
On
되고
him,
있는 거야?
offense level 1 knocks down, have a negative effect on self, offense level down, take a negative effect on self. Ooh, that could be bad. Counter, negative effect on self. Skill passive, if this unit failed to hit with a skill, gain clash power up. Next turn, equal number turns this unit failed to hit. The unit hits an enemy with a skill, reset the above stack. If this unit was hit by 4 or more attack skills, all enemies that attack this unit apply 1 damage up. Oh! So you want to get hit occasionally over time. Alright, well, there's one thing left to do, guys. One thing left to do. Believe in, you know, actually they'll figure it out. Those will figure it out. So is this how we're going to make our mark in this whole family? We're just going to destroy a bunch of dummies, create like a whole mess, and they're like, what the heck are these guys doing?
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게
They just blow up the side of a wall, just like that, and it's like, yeah, everything's fine.
뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도
Oops.
아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거네.
Gotta go for a bit. Thank you for stopping by, jail or garden, whichever you prefer. Glad to have chatted with you.
이건 적한테 시간이 단축될 만한 능력이 있을 때 올리는 기계야. 그러니까 적들이 기세 등등.
You don't have a preference, and I will just. I think I'll just speak with jail for now because it's the first one I see. But again, thank you. Do what you need to do. Oh, you can't roll tails like that. Oh, never mind. You can roll tails like that.
올바른 물질끼리 맞붙을 때 느껴지는 카르페를 실수는 아마 대처할 수 있는 것도 많이 없을 거야. 모두 딱 지금 그걸 느꼈을 것 같아. 그렇지?
So, how many dummies are we hitting? Just double checking. I like how more the dummies just like flew in like this. That should not have been funny, but it is. Oh my gosh.
잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게. 널 잘했어.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
그 삶의 마침표를.
정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 볼 수 없었지, 그치?
히스클리프, 지금 공로 지원한다.
피차 동정은 필요 없겠죠?
Alright, team. You'll probably be fine. Nobody is in danger, right? Double checking just in case we can use Arcana Slave and pretend nothing bad's happening.
받아볼 텐가.
Oh, if only. I wish, but you know, for balancing reasons, there's no way they would let that happen. Unfortunately. Maybe one day they'll be like, oh, this might be funny. I didn't implement that. That's hilarious. Nice blast. Oh, nice heads. Maybe we can get double heads.
정의보다도 큰 자요. 생명 속에 파묻힌 그대가 여기서 빛의 우리 앞을 막는 증오서 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 아르카나 슬레이버!
Oh no, the other coin didn't roll heads this time. Damn, not like this.
시간을 제일 효율적으로 쓰는 방법은
So yeah, imagine Arcana Slave in this entire complex, and we're not blowing anything up, even using it.
아마 그 공격을 위해 쓰였던 전의 감정을 가지고 있었다.
This is, double checking on that.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아, 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고. 어?
승리의 보람과
Good job, Dawn.
세상의 아름다움에 대해 들어본 적 있는가?
Training yard. Oh, we're going to be fighting more, huh?
지금
Yeah, sure.
우리가 보는 경...
부디 정신을
Let's keep
유지할 수
going.
있기를.
아무래도 책상에서
As he's
이것저것
talking?
발명만 하던 나는 너희 같은 현장 일은 잘
Fairly
모르겠네.
fast. Honestly, not that bad though.
많이 찾아봤으니까 어떻게든
Sometimes I end up talking this fast when I get excited or embarrassed.
화력, 추진, 이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
시야 확보. 쏜다.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든.
Neutral, huh?
정확한 수치는
Let's
몰라도
fix that
아무튼
with the counter
대단한
here.
공격에 성공한 거네.
He'll be okay.
자부심을 가지고 좋겠어.
사랑으로! 이 정도쯤이야?
지키기 위해서.
내가 모르는 장치가 있었나? 아니면 참가상이
Let's see what else.
있나?
Any
너희들
attacks?
이
This
기계까지
is the
걸리는 시간이
dominating
단축되고
over
있네.
there. That's clashing with that. That's unopposed. That's fine. Those are just counters. Whatever. You guys got this. It's just dummies. Please don't die. I'm begging you.
히어! 아르카나 슬레이버! 히어! 아르카나 슬레이버!
Oh. Huh.
정상값이야.
Just like that.
사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 모를 게 없었지, 그치? 올바른 물질끼리 맞붙을 수 있는 타투를 쓰면 아마 대체할 수 있는 것도 많이 없을 거야. 너희도 다 목표를 느꼈을 것 같다, 그치? 아, 너희가 아까 쓴
Oh,
공격을 한 바람에
she never switched her dark side. All right, cool, cool. That's
나
interesting.
이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데.
We can do this. We can have Sinclair.
여기서는 드라이버를 안
You
가지고
just don't lose the clash. Just
잠깐 집중해야
if you
하니까
lose the
마이크
clash, I'll
그만할게.
never forgive you.
너희 잘했어.
Imagine Arcana slaving dummies. Hey, looks, if you need to win against a dummy, you do what you need to do. That's all I'm gonna say. Sometimes, you know, the hardest decision takes the strongest of wills. And in this situation, it's about using Arcana slave on everything as soon as you can.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라. 너도 누군가에게 맡겨졌겠지만
Got one head. Can we get a second head? Yeah, it's definitely training to see how well we can use Arcana slave while blowing everything up.
여기서 빛은 우리 앞을 막는 증오스로 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐
You don't think it's like this music really splits all this chanting that Dawn does? Oh no, we can't get the second head. This is the worst. Like this is perfect like training arc music. Don't you think?
전력으로 상대하라.
2, 3, 4. Oh, no tails.
전탄격발.
Close enough. Oh, 2 tails. That's okay. That's okay.
피차
All right.
인정은 필요 없겠죠?
I have to play ads to interrupt the pre-roll, so I will do that. So everyone get up, stretch, 2 guys, a couple minutes, while we just stare down these wooden dummies. So we've stared at these dummies. We have examined each of their poles, each of their little blades, wooden pistons here. We know they can swing around and move, and thus we can beat them up in order to complete our training arc, and then we will pull some like kung fu moves out of nowhere or something like that, and that'll be Canto VIII. Hello, yeah, hello Goblin. It is Limbus time as usual, and as you can see, we are beating up wooden dummies, and it's a very intense affair. So,
명령에 따르겠습니다.
if anything, these sinners, they'll find a way to screw it up. I hope your day's been going well.
지킬 게 많거든.
It is entirely necessary that we use our best IDs, we shoot bullets at them, that we use a laser. Ooh, 338 damage, tasty.
이제 끝났네.
In order to beat these wooden dummies.
맞지? 아, 여기저기
Good?
부서진 것
Glad to hear
같은데
it.
저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고.
So we're just kind of getting used to the whole of Hongyuan here. Is that what it's called here? Yeah, I think it's called, right? And you know, they're like, hey, please don't participate in the Family Hierarch exam, and we're like, yeah, of course, we would never dream of participating in this. As we lied as we breathe.
오, 잠이 깨긴 하네.
Yeah, well, we got our training arc complete, so now we just gotta channel like our key, and then just beat up the rest of the competitors.
매번 큰일 있기 전에 시비나.
And you know what? If anything, we're probably late now because they're like, "Oh, you guys got to meet up," and we're just like, about that. What if we just practice for a little bit? Heroic victory, of course. It's very heroic that we used everything we could in order to beat them up.
그런데 홍루 씨는 왜 지금까지 가주대전에 참가를 할 생각이 없었던 건가요? 다른 형제자매분들은 아주 오래전부터 기다려왔던 것 같아서요.
단순해요. 가주가 되고 싶다고 생각한 적은 한 번도 없었으니까요.
You know what? Fair enough. You know what? To each your own. You're just like, damn. I don't want to manage these people. They're all insane.
정말로 다행이지 않니? 옥을 물고 태어나지 않았다면 영락 없이 네 다른 형제 자매처럼 가주대전을 준비하며 힘든 시간을 겪어야 했을 거란다. 너는 그런 것에 힘쓰지 않아도 집안 어르신분들과 가모님이 너를 아껴줄 거란다. 그저 많은 것을 보며 살아가다오. 우리 집안의 옥, 소중한 보가.
You know, something about that sentence tells me that, you know, maybe being born with this was not the good idea that it sounds like. But maybe that's because of the city we live in, where everything that sounds great is actually out to kill you. More memories. I'm sorry, Honglu. I'm learning about your life story, and you're not telling anybody. I probably should ask you at this point. What's wrong, Yi-sung? You seem kind of distraught. Do I love the city I live in? I pressed no by accident. Now what?
어제 파우스트 양이 일컬어 주었던 계획 말이요. 나는 사실 그리 탐탁지가 않소.
So what is the plan?
저도요. 하지만 홍루 씨가 괜찮다고 하셨으니까요.
그런데 그걸 계획이라고 부를 수가 있는 건가요?
I mean, yeah, it can be a plan if it's just honest. Plans don't have to be like duplicitous or like complex. They can just be simple.
행동의 지침과 기대 목표가 있으니 계획이라는 정의에는 들어맞는다.
Yeah, that's what Merceau said.
그리고 가주대전에
Yeah, everybody just follow the plan. I have the, just follow the plan. I'll hand out the pamphlets too. The plan is just follow these instructions from A to Z, all 248 pages. Make sure you look at the fine print over here and double-sided. So also make sure to review sections 43 to 49, A to Q. And if you have any questions, please send a message to the DMs and I will get back to you within 24 hours. So yes, that's the plan. Don't worry about it.
그 정도 화력으로 우리
Wow,
사무소를
Heathcliff,
막을
I'm
수 있을
proud of
줄
you. What the
알았냐?
heck is this? Oh,
저놈들 무기까지 줘서
this bonus. Oh,
철수하라고.
it's a bonus thing. I've literally never seen this. Oh, it's just a random thing, huh? Okay, I'll take the freebie. Wow, you really did outdamage her. Alright, my goal for today is at least get past this point, so I don't know how long that takes, and we still have an hour and a half to do it. So, we'll see what happens. To be free from aging and death, that is the dream of many people and why the cosmetic industry is literally thriving. Yeah, reach part 2. That would have been the better thing instead of just pointing to the bar over here. If anything, I should have pointed over here. I think it's possible, unless there's like 70 different nodes that I haven't expected. I'm gonna assume that's part of the story because I'm like, that sounds weird otherwise. We entered a hall where the first round was to be held. As always, the servant by the gate announced their arrival with the resounding holler we'd grown to expect.
투기장이네. 경기장 같은 형태인가. 보는 눈이 제법 많은 것 같습니다, 관리자님.
That we do. I looked up to see that the audience seats, which were brimming with people, were divided into stair-like terraces, and on the platform at the opposite of the hall, 3 shadows of chairs could be seen cast on the obscuring curtain fabric. I'm assuming Jiamu is probably one of them, and the other 2 are going to be some associates or something to help out. I think it's no like 2021 for part 2. Oh, well, you know what? We have an hour and a half to do this, I believe. As for us, we followed the attendant's guidance and stood next to the other participants at the circular area in the center. So, are the evaluations happening past those curtains? Thoughts? Theo? See someone you recognize?
아니요. 괜찮아요, 단테님. 다시 만나도 마땅히 할 이야기가 없거든요.
Damn, just like that, huh?
이야기할 기회가 닿을 테죠.
You thought you saw your imaginary friend.
시작하나 보네요.
The curtain slid open, and the old woman we saw from yesterday's banquet walked out to the platform.
나는
Please tell me who you are.
오래전 감호의 자리에 올랐지만은 장관 세월이 지나 이제는 이 자리를 내려놓고 산하를 흘러다니려 한다. 그리하여 앉았던 자리는
Oh, good. Thank you for stopping by, Sage. Take care. Have a good night.
자는 이를 메워야 할지니 가씨, 설씨, 왕씨, 사씨가의 기둥들로 이루어진 이 대관원에 우리가 그대들은 전력을 다하여 찾아왔을 것이라 믿는.
Accidentally hit my mouse. But basically, they're saying, do you have a way to take on the cosmetics industry? Nuts. Who's the woman next to her?
제 첫째 누나인 원춘 누나예요. 큐사에 아주 높으신 분과 혼례를 치른 후 쭉 큐사에서 지내시다가 발걸음을 하셨나 보네요.
Oh. Hello there.
비록 다른 둥지에 머물고 있던 몸이지만 고륙의 정을 나누고 천륜의 지성을 다할 수 있도록 잠시 자리하였으니 최선을 다해 진리를 살피겠노라. 누군가는 순조롭게, 누군가는 천만고비 끝에 이 해답을 가져왔을 터. 하지만 1차 심사의 기회는 단 한 번뿐.
One opportunity for first round. Yeah, so she's like, don't waste our time.
그럼에도 그대들은 모두 이곳 대관원의 후계자들이었으며 탈락마저도 대관원의 부응이 되리라.
Oh. Lied as she breathed. I understand this character already.
이제부터 호명하는 순서대로 나와 불로, 불사, 장생의 진귀한 해답을 시연하거라. 시연이 불가하다면 거짓 없는 증거를 내보여야 한다. 놓치지 말고 버리지 말라. 젊음은 영원 무궁하리라.
After the respective speeches, Jia Yunchun and Jiamu disappeared behind the curtains atop the platform.
첫 번째 참가자.
It seemed that Hong Lu's father assumed the role of the host for the first round.
왕씨 가문의 인.
Wang Run, the first to be summoned, walked up to the platform. I don't like that squelching. Behind him was a faction who were dragging someone by a rope towards the platform.
빨리 와라, 멍청한 것.
누구를 데려가는 거죠?
저 정도의 움직임이면 강제로 끌고 가는 것 같다만.
불로불사.
I don't think that meets the criteria. You know, hear me out. That might not work.
태어날 때 주어진 몸뚱아리 이상의 단계로 진보를 꿈꾸는 건 어느 날개나 가지고 있는 수건인가 봐.
They kind of missed the objective where they're supposed to be free from like death. Considering all the blood on it.
저자 피주머니를 데려왔군.
Oh, hey, you know, I think this guy is not going to win. You can't just bring a blood bag. That's when we were finally able to recognize who the candidate dragged up to the stage. The eyes, unfocused and red, mouth slick with drool dribbling down the mouth guard, meaningless snarling. That's a mindless blood bag. Good job, Wangrun. You are so dead.
혈귀가 불로불사의 답이 될 수 있는 것이요.
This is a guy who's like told, hey, the submission deadline is like at 12 or 11:59, and he only realized at like 11:56 because he was busy looking at the stuff and thinks, oh, it won't be a problem.
일반 사람들의 시선에서는 불로와 가깝게 느껴질 수도 있겠지만 저희는 이미 알고 있다시피 혈귀 또한 피를 섭취하지 못하면 늙고 쇠약해집니다. 짐작컨대 저들이 원하는 답과는 한참 멀 것이라고 예상되는군요.
After some struggle, the blood bag was dragged, kicking and screaming. Kicking and screaming. It's the pair that I always read whenever we see the word. Whenever I see the word kicking, and then kicking and growling. Sorry, my apologies. Past the curtains atop the platform.
저것이 소문으로나 들리던 혈기라는 것인가?
No, it's not. It's a blood bag.
저걸로 되겠나? 아는 사람이 몇 없긴 해도 심사를 맡고 계신 분들에겐 고리타분한 주제일 텐데 말이야.
왕가 녀석 퍽이나 절박했나 본데.
Yeah, I assume so. Very desperate.
그런 거 아니면 오지랖 것이야.
생각보다 혈귀에 대해 아는 이들이 많구려.
본래 혈기는 각 둥지에 퍼져 있으니 알만한 자는 아는 것도 무리가 아닐 걸세.
After a brief moment that lasted less than a minute, Wangrun and his faction emerged from behind the curtains and descended onto the platform. Your idea is terrible. Go back to the drawing board or just never show your face again.
가주 심사 후보 왕인 결과를 기다리기 위해 자리에 서라.
Then they ascended the round podium behind the platform as ordered.
왕인 가주 심사 1차 결과
Terrible. If they say anything good about it, I'll be surprised. Elimination. Yup. Deserved.
안 돼. 피. 무한한 피만 있으면 이들은 영원할 거라니까요, 가모님.
You.
아니, 영원하지 않을 거라네. 심사하는 자들의 피원, 진정한 불로불.
This is the one time where I'd be like, you know what? Good job, Dawn, for going forward and just explaining the situation.
피에 종속되어 영혼을 고통받는 혈기는 그 방법에 손꼽힐 수 없네.
Yeah, she pretty much went like, actually.
하지만 기억은 그대로 가지고 있다고 사냥꾼 놈들이.
모든 욕망과 감정의 방향이 피로 귀결되어 비틀어질 거다. 끝없이 불행한 삶만이 남았다면 모를까. 저렇게 놓고 싶지 않은 것으로 가득한 자들에게 혈기가 되라 말하는 것은.
Yeah, and considering that this family, they place a high amount of concern for, what they have, material goods. I don't think this is it.
불로불사를 주는 것이 아니라 정신의 족쇄를 채워 피의 노예가 되어라 재촉하는 것과.
옥의 세력원이 훌륭한 답변을 주었으니 더 말할 것도 없겠구나.
Yeah, they're just like, nah, you're wrong. You literally believe the wrong person.
하물며 진짜 고위 혈귀를 데려온 것 또한 피주머니를 데려왔으니 성의 또한 부족하다 보이는구나.
왕가인 진작 탈락한 자에게 걸맞지 않은 이유를 친히 알리셨으니 이를 생의 마지막의 은혜로 하시게.
The final blessing of your life. Oh, he's so dead. Oh, just like that. Oh, I think the floor opened up just like that. Oh, the podium suddenly opens up under their feet, casting Wangrun and the blood bag to its depths with a blood-curdling screech. So that's what happens when you fail to pass. You just die. You just fall.
이거 그냥 극적인 연출을 위한 거지? 저기 떨어져도 다시 올려보내주는 거지?
No. They're so dead.
그럴 리가. 구멍 아래에서부터 지독하게 고인 고통의 냄새가 퍼지잖나.
류슈도 참 점점 쇠불한 농담이 늘고 있다니까.
No, Roja, this is not it.
저 발판 아래는 어디로 이어지는 거지? 낙함으로 추측 건데 제법 깊은 곳까지 이어진 것 같다만.
I'm assuming we're on the. Oh, never mind.
오래된 비밀들이
Oh.
있는 장소일 거예요. 아,
Care to elaborate?
비밀 같은 건
Old family
아닙니다.
secrets?
보통 사람들이 알려고 든다면 흙수들이 찾아오는 정도려나요?
Like, I'm assuming they're at the top of the building here. So when they do this and then they're just falling all the way down and probably even underground as well.
본격적으로 준비했네요.
그래. 그리고 그 본격적인 준비 우리가 당할 수도 있는 거고.
Nah, Gregor, we'll be fine. And if we're not fine, we'll find a way. Trust. The next candidate was summoned before we were even able to shake off the initial shock.
두 번째 참가자 설씨 가문의
We sat through a few more names and subsequent failures. We couldn't hear what exactly they were talking about beyond the curtains, and unlike the very loud and obvious blip bag, the answers other candidates brought were less obvious. So, all we had to go on were the shadows of their desperate attempts to explain things before the judges. Oh, there goes another one.
뭐냐?
찔리고 지루하다는 뜻이다.
Yeah, I feel like Rosha's just like, man, after the first one, she's like, damn, I don't even get to see the blood. No, waste of time. The longer we watched the death toll rise, the less shocking they became. We became desensitized to all their. This is like the Asian parent. They're like, damn, you brought a bee to us or something else with that. They're like, nope, you're gone, disowned.
여덟 번째 참가자 설씨 가문의 보차.
Oh, we're gonna have to kill her, aren't we?
어머, 아는 사람이다.
You just had to call her a candidate. She just had to participate. Nope, she could have just stood by and we would have been like, oh yeah, it's fine. We're gonna just visit you and everything will be okay. Nope, you gotta participate. She was technically our competition, but it seemed that she managed to give the sinners quite the positive impression with yesterday's brief encounter. Some of them were even cheering her on. We couldn't see exactly what it was that Je Bachai brought, but she was also holding something as she entered past the curtains.
설과 보차 심사 결과.
After her brief meeting with the judges, which, going by the shadows cast on the curtains, appeared to have gone better than we had expected, she emerged. And as soon as she did, Balchai immediately turned in our direction. At Honglu, to be exact.
보고 있었구나.
And began excitedly waving her hand.
합격.
What? Wait, what'd she show? The podium beneath her remained shut.
그래도 잠깐이나마 인연을 맺었던 얼굴이 무적이.
In before this nepotism. That's why they're like, oh yeah, you know, it counts. She just showed nothing.
다행이구려.
17번째 참가자 가시 가문의 시춘.
Exclamation mark.
시춘 씨 차례인가 봐요.
She slowly ascended a platform, unaccompanied. She held in her hands a tightly sealed gourd bottle.
비로소 얻었나 보네요.
She found the water from the river we saw in Don Quixote's memories back then?
그 레테를?
정말 그곳에 도달했을 가능성은 한없이 낮습니다. 물론 천문학적 확률을 뚫고서 그 강까지 도달했을 확률까지 부정하진 않습니다만 저들의 역량으로 이 짧은 시간 동안 가장 깊은 곳 중 한 곳의 원료에 도달한다는 것은 파우스트로서도 상상하기 어렵군요.
Maybe she just found it beforehand and was like, oh, well, you know, this might be good to have and brought it with her before she met us?
모종의 방법을 통해 새어나오거나 맺혀진 일부를 채취한 것은 아닐지.
근데 그 강물은 기억을 깊게 재워서 지워줄 뿐일 터 블루불사와 관계가 있는 겐가?
네, 아마도 저들이 원하던 정신의 불사와 밀접한 관계가 있을 테죠.
I guess, you know, if she goes through that, like, route, it would technically count, but also, you know, it'd be really funny if they just popped open the floor under Zichun and that's it. That literally just shows, hey, yep, nobody's safe from this.
그 정보를 알고
07's to her.
국소수인 만큼 저 병에 담긴 것이 유효하다면 파우스트 역시 합격률이 높다고 생각합니다.
가시 시춘.
Oh, well, All right. Well, no floor. The floor doesn't open up for her today. That's okay. That's okay.
귀한 걸 얻어왔구나. 네 세가로 이걸 얻으려면 보통의 노력으로는 안 되었을 텐데.
감사합니다, 원춘 언니.
As Faust expected, all three judges appeared quite satisfied by what Jihashishun brought before them. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Second set, which will be N-Corp? What? Yep, eat the box. All right, N-Corp.
단피가 떨어질 때군요.
Tell me more.
그 다음 18번째 참가자.
대체 몇 명이나 있는 거냐 이 집안 사람들은?
Well, to be fair, I'm like question marking. Why are they related?
가시 가문의 환.
Our first meeting with that man was less than amicable, and I had a strong feeling that another one wasn't going to do anything to improve that. Jahun walked up to the platform. Wait. We all fell silent, hearing a familiar name. I could feel that some sinners were growing tense, some of them even gritting their teeth. I understand now. And the other man, closely following Jahun, holding what looked like the egg of an abnormality, was also a familiar face. I'd seen him many times in Yisang's memories.
단테, 저 사람들이 입고 온 거 보여?
Hey, I'm going to say is this. If Nellie's here, we're going to jump her right away.
에고 장비다.
LCE처럼 새로운 추출법을 알아냈거나 혹은 로보토미에서 구해온 곳으로 추정되는군요.
구보가 들고 있는 것은 환상체의 알인 듯 보이는 구려.
Well, technically, if you do turn into an abnormality, it counts, right? You're immortal. You can't kill the abnormalities. You can only suppress them, and they don't really age. They just exist as concepts. So you know it counts, right?
저걸 그대로 보여줄 셈인가?
How's that an answer to anything?
해석의 여지에 달렸지만 환상체 역시 불로불사에 가까운 존재라 해석할 수도 있으니까요.
어떤 환상체의 알인지가 관건이겠군.
So imagine just turning everybody here into abnormalities, and we're like, yeah, we've achieved immortality. It's great.
하지만 제가 아는 가완 형이라면 실패할 거라고 생각되는 것엔 절대 목숨을 걸지 않을 거예요.
가시환 1차 심사 합격.
So he did. Contrary to most of our wishes, Jahun managed to pass the first round as well. Many more candidates came and went. One of them carried a massive, mysterious coffin. Oh? One of them brought a thick book, and one of them presented a cage so tiny that we couldn't see what was within. Some of them managed to pass, while some of them were sent screaming into the mysterious abyss. As we waited and watched the candidates come and go, people from N-Corp, their turn complete, approached us.
아직 황혼이 되기에는 이른 시각일 터인데 다시 마주하는 것이 제법 이르구려.
As if to prove his own words back at the LCE, that he's come to accept certain things as they are, Yisang coolly regarded his old friend, who was now working for N-Corp.
알량하고 앙상한 새 쉼터가 퍽 자네 마음에 든 모양이야. 그리 농하는 건 구인회가 무너진 뒤에 처음 보는 것 같으니.
어쩐 일로 내게 걸음한 것이여. 살갑게 담소를 나누기엔 쌓인 감정이 많지 않은가.
내가 보자고 한 건 아니니 오해는 마시게. 내 팀메이트가 제 가족 얼굴을 한번 보고 싶다 해서 겸사겸사 들린 것뿐이니 말이야.
So basically, you wanted to check on him and see if he's okay. We are not mistaking your attention slightly. Got it, Gubo.
가주 대전이 열리니 모두들 대관원으로 돌아오는구나.
Understood. You clearly don't care about Yisang in the slightest.
세상 물정엔 청맹관이처럼 어둡고 가주라면 칠색팔색을 하던 네가 여긴 왜 올라온 거냐? 저 냄새나는 것들이랑 이번엔 어딜 빌붙은 거지? 네 역겨운 속을 모르고 겉에반에 쫓아다니는 설가의 여시? 아니면 아직도 그 시절을 잊지 못하고 허공을 헛도는 말이나 내뱉는 널 싸고 두는 시춘이냐?
It's Limbus Company, sir. We have a job.
왜 살리지 않았지? 질문을 바꾸지. 왜 그 애만 살린 것이냐, 가보.
형, 사람은 필연코 죽기 마련이야.
Yeah. We're all about to die someday.
곧 다음
It is what it is.
시작됩니다. 참가자분들은 자리로 돌아가 주십시오.
죽어있는 시종 따위가
돌아가지. 구태여 더 이어갈 대화는 아닐 테니.
아주 만남의 광장이 따로 없군.
괜히 기분만 잡쳤네. 저 자식들 또 우리 걸 뺏어가려고 온 거 맞지?
그런 것 치곤 태도가 묘하긴 했는데.
어느 쪽이든 저들보다 높은 순위로 대전을 마치는 게 안전할 테죠.
떨어졌네요.
We can probably place higher than them. We just have to beat them in fight. And you know, while this is open, we can just kind of push them in there, knock them down. There's an opportunity to do that, right? And you know, nobody else will get hurt, right?
이걸 지켜보고 있는 사람들 중에서 저 사람의 가족들도 있을 텐데 괜찮은 걸까요?
Sinclair mutters, watching another cannon fall down into the trapdoor.
보고 있다면 마음이 정말 좋지 않을 것 같은데요.
싱클레어, 우리 뒤쪽에 있는 관계.
Yeah, don't say anything like that. Don't criticize them.
저런 걸 자식이라고 끼고 살았다니. 에이, 한심하군.
Damn, this is relatable.
그래도 우리 셋째는 잘 해낼 거예요. 애초에 저 녀석에겐 별로 기대도 하지 않았잖아요.
가주가 되기만을 위해 살아왔다는 건 이런 것까지 포함하는 이야기였네요.
많은 분들이 가주가 되는 걸 간절히 바란답니다. 물론 저분들처럼 자신이 가주가 되는 대신 자신과 친하거나 피로 이어진 누군가 가주가 되는 걸 바라시는 분도 있지만요.
직접 가주가 되지 않더라도 밀접한 이가 가주에 오르는 곳으로 평생의 입신양명과 부귀영화를 손에 넣겠다는 심산인가.
그렇게 만든 건 유통기한이 짧지.
이런 뜻하지 않은 기회로 인해 오랫동안 보지 못했던 형제자매들의 안부도 알 수 있게 되었네요.
27번째 참가자 설씨 가문의 반.
Alright, what have you brought this time? Random person?
설반? 어디서 들어본 것 같은데.
아, 보차 누나의 오라버니 되시는 분이에요.
Jupan walked up to the platform holding what appeared to be a large jar with multiple talismans plastered over it.
눈빛이 뭔가 쎄하지 않아?
Yeah, he looks like he's about to like jump someone. He's probably gonna look at Honglu and be like, "Damn, you're dating my sister. I can't let you do that. Nobody's better than my sister." He has the siscon like attitude down pat.
여기 안 그런 사람이 어디 있어요?
근데 나도 느꼈어. 약간 뭐랄까.
Because there's no way other people don't know that he's like, you know, the precious jade, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we should definitely jump him." Because clearly he's the most loved of the family. Instead of sending to the platform and into the curtains, he walked up to the podium.
너 죽고 너 죽자 같은 느낌인데.
참가자 설반 항상 안으로 들어가시오.
고든 길이 아니어야 재미를 보는 법. 좋은 구경은 다 같이 하는 게 이치에 맞지 않겠나?
Yep, clearly very insane. Oh great. He places the jar on the ground, and from within, brings up something disgusting. I hate it. A desiccated hand emerges. Disgusting.
장난질을 치는군.
Ryoshi muttered with palpable distaste. Why is he, insane?
안에서 뭐가 나온 거야?
Corpses, their desiccated flesh covered in a light, sparse layer of old papers, crawled out of the jar and began to shamble. Zombies are clearly not the answer. They're neither distortions nor abnormalities.
피주머니나 환상체에 종속된 것들과 비슷해 보이는군. 이성이 남아있질 않는 것으로 보아 목표도 무작위겠지. 강한 사리를 지속적으로 내보이는 것으로 보아 틀림없이 눈앞에 있는 것들을 무차별적으로 공격할 것 같습니다. 관리자님, 전투 명령을.
I was about to ask, why is this our problem? And then she just explained, nope, it doesn't matter. We can't escape. Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, this is a good thing, right? We get a lot less competition this way. The jar monster set upon the audience, stuffing the struggling, still breathing victims into their jars.
범연이 날개에서 주최하는 가주 대전이 진행 중인데 주최 측에서 수습해줘야 하는 거 아니에요?
가주 대전에서 다른 사람들을 해하면 안 된다 같은 규칙은 없으니까요.
규칙이 없다고 정말 아무 대응도 안 해버린다는 거야?
Yeah, because they're like, damn, if you're too weak to handle this, there's no way you're gonna handle the hierarchy.
어떻게 해야 해? 우리가 나서야 해?
살아남은 다음에 가주 대전에 무사히 참가를 해야겠죠?
이게 뭐야?
As the monsters began to swarm in, some canned, scattered, and ran away, while some stood their ground and fought back. Those who did, neither were the ones, those who did, were getting slaughtered. I was simultaneously reminded of Sod and a confident smirk she flashed at me as she assured us that we should be able to pass the first round with little to no trouble. Yeah, it never works out for this group. We are clowns, so if there's a way for us to fail, we're gonna fail. Looks like we have no choice but to take them down. And it'll be great. Potentially.
그러니까 지금부터 너희들이 싸운다는 거지?
Alright, do you have any passes I should be worried about? Okay, red coin. I thought we were done with the red coins. Hey, you can't do this.
시작할까?
Paralyzed bind, that's not great. Inflict a lot of rupture, that's great. You say have the rupture potency, rupture count, and attack up, and the target targets it or kills itself. Oh! How do you kill yourself? Huh. No clue, huh? What about you? Do you have anything? Power plus 10. Oh, I don't like this. Target flip side ruptures. I guess to eliminate the rupture potency. Oh, well, I guess I could kill himself with the by doing the deadening the rupture, right? Install enemies inflict poison equals the number of turns that passes the unit join the battle. The unit kills itself by number. A lot of poison. Oh, lovely. So it's just you. So you know what we're gonna do? Win rate. We're gonna win rate this. Who needs actual strategy?
추진!
너도 누군가에겐 아껴졌겠지만
저것 봐! 저건 탈진 상태인 것 같아. 기절일 수도 있고 시간이 가난한 사람들 같아 보이기도 하네. 역시 최저 4시간을 보장하는 제도는 잘 만든 것 같아. 너희도 그렇게 생각해?
There. This counter. All right. Guys got this.
사랑으로! 사랑으로!
움직임이 어설퍼요.
저것 봐! 저건 탈진 상태인 것 같아.
Right? I think they got this.
시간이 가난한 사람들 같아 보이기도 하네.
Just double checking.
역시 최저 4시간을 보장하는 제도는 잘 만든 것 같아. 너희도 그렇게 생각해?
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한 헤드샷.
하늘이 갑자기 확 돌아갔네? 솔직하게 말해서 한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든. 뭐 정확한 수치는 몰라도 아무튼 대단한 공격을 성공한 거네. 자부심을 가져도 좋겠어. 올바른 물질끼리 맞붙을 때 느껴지는 카타르시스는 아마 대체할 수 있는 것도 많이 없을 거야. 너희도 딱 지금 그걸 느꼈을 것 같아.
사선이 비었어요.
홍로 지원한다.
Oh, you brought more enemies.
공격을 한 바람에 바늘이
We'll probably be fine. Easy way to solve this. You know, more laser. We got this.
이 요새는 드라이버를 안
I can do this and just offset it.
잠깐 집중해야 하니까 마이크만
That way, do you have certain? Yeah, you do. You still have this. Oh, nah, I can probably do this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
타겟 도착.
We got this.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
정상값이네. 사실 그 상황에선 그런 공격밖에 고를 게 없었지, 그치?
마침표를 탄원 보급해드리겠습니다.
좋아, 순탄하구만.
정의보다도 큰 자요. 생명 속에 파묻힌 그대가 여기서 빛의 우리 앞을 막는 증오스로 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 아르카나 슬레이버!
Oh, double heads. I'll take it. Nice. And we offset all the poison we got, just like that. Yeah, you know, it's perfectly fine. Ignore all the other people we killed just because we use Arcana Slave. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
가지고 있었다면 만족스럽게 쓰였다고 생각했을 것 같아.
So, we'll be totally fine.
명령에
Just ignore the corpses in the back. I love Arcana Slave so much.
다음 목표로.
히어! 아르카나 슬레이버!
There we go again.
정의 이름으로 이용차! 악은 이렇게 정화되었네.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지?
Hey guys, so I know we fought those things off, but it's okay.
시민들도 금방
Please don't judge us poorly because we decided to protect ourselves.
들어본 적 있는가?
Asking for a friend.
없어도 전혀 상관없다네. 지금 우리가 보는 경치가
Why are you here?
그런 것일 테니.
Oh no, I'm concerned. Hey, do I have to fight you? I'm not prepared if I have to fight your version of whoever it is. Have fun. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate this, aren't I? Oh wait, never mind. This is fine. This is fine. I'm not fighting them. Perfect, perfect.
아 잠깐만 이거 잘 송출이 되고 있는 거야?
How do I like this? These jars? They're okay. They're not really a huge problem. Just making sure they have some occasion. You got rolled tails. Are you for real? You occasionally you just get some healing, and it's not a big deal. Win rate is still working fine right now. Sinclair less so though.
한 번에 이렇게 강한 공격을 할 줄은 모르고 아주 옛날에 만든 기계를 가지고 왔거든.
Thank you for winning, Sinclair. I was about to be like, listen here, you won like half the clashes. You can't complain. I gave them Bravo coins. Yeah, they suck. But well, nobody staggered, so it's not my problem right now.
나 이거 잠깐 수리 좀 해야 할 것 같은데.
Like I said, not my problem.
잠깐 집중해야 하니까 말 그만할게. 아, 너희 잘했어.
아무것도 남지 마라.
Maybe problem in MD10? That is true. But I haven't done MD10 yet. So you know what? It's not my problem right now. It's a future me problem.
맞붙을 때 느껴지는 카타르시스는 아마 대체할 수 있는 것도 많이 없을 거야. 너희도 딱 지금 그걸 느꼈을 것 같아.
Do something like this. Actually, yeah, we can do that, and then have this go here, and Sinclair, you can just guard this. Actually, if anything, we can just have Sinclair. Oh. Yeah, you'll probably be fine, Sinclair. Don't worry about it. If you die, these things happen.
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
홍루 지원한다.
How do I feel the new Honglu ID coming up? I looked at it briefly. I haven't really looked at the kit other than apparently it's kind of cracked with these set of enemies. Not enemies, set of IDs that are coming out. That's the most when I was looking at it during a break. Just kind of getting quick glimpse and realizing, you know what? No, I don't want to read this anymore. So my plan is to use it once a way or another through this Canto. And if that requires me to borrow from friends, I will happily do that. Maybe see if there's any changes just by using that particular ID. You roll tails. Particular ID. But I am excited and I would like to get it. If I don't get it from rolls next week, then I will just dispense it. No harm done. Can I get a second head? Okay, no, just one head. That's fine. Oh, that's beautiful. That's okay. You can't roll two heads like that. Oh, wait, actually, no, you're low standing. That's okay. Yeah, I won't be looking at its uptime story until after I complete Canto VIII alongside anything else related to it. So, like the Heisho packs and whatever. I don't really care about looking at them right now. Just in case. Are you? Oh, you're large? No, I've already fought you. Never mind. I don't care then. You guys will figure it out. Potentially? Yeah, they'll definitely figure it out. But yeah, that's the plan for the new idea. All I can say is with what I have looked at it, it looks really cool. So I'm excited. Especially with the later Cantos bringing more and more IDs.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
이제 끝났네. 너희들이 원한 대로 된 거 맞지? 아, 여기저기 부서진 것 같은데 저건 우리 직원들 시켜서 고쳐야겠다. 수리 대금도 받고 시민들도 금방 편해질 테고.
What remained inside the hall after battle was devastating. There's like maybe 5 candidates left over. Many audience seats had fled as the seats that were once brimming with people were only half filled. Yeah, we can see only a little bit left over here and over there. And the candidate zone down here was littered with bodies of candidates who were mauled to death. All this, you know, all the blood over here. Meanwhile, the jar monsters, having eaten their fill, had already crawled back into the jar. I looked around and saw some candidates still holding tightly onto the treasures they each had brought to the contest, even as they drew their last breaths. In midst of this destruction stood the cause of this chaos, watching the slaughter play out with assured confidence. Hey, Jupan, if we push you off to the side, it's not personal.
이렇게 우둔하고 나약해서야 어찌 불로를 얻고 불사를 말할 수 있겠느냐? 어떻습니까? 불로 불사의 단서에 더해 거짓을 구한 자들을 없애는 보배까지 가져왔으니 이것이 저의 답입니다.
그 항아리에 진흙을 구해왔구나.
살아남지 못한 이들은 가주의 자격을 갖추지 못했다 보는 것이 옳겠죠.
That is true. Honglu's dad's like, oh my gosh, these two are crazy.
설가반 합격.
자칫하다가 다 죽어버릴 수 있었는데 합격이라니.
저들의 기준에는 부합되었던 것일 테죠.
겸사겸사 나약한 경쟁자들도 일찌감치 제거해버리고 저자에겐 일석이조였겠군.
혹시라도 2차전에서 만나게 되면 몇 대 후려 갈기는 걸로는 안 끝낼 거다.
So I fully expect that he's either gonna survive like a cockroach or he's just gonna die like off screen. And we're like, oh man, that's terrible. Anyways.
28번째 참가자 사씨 가문의 대정.
But no one walked up to the platform.
모습을 드러내지 않았기에 탈락.
Jeshung called a few more names thereafter, but they're all dead.
29번째, 30번째.
언뜻 보기에도 인원이 줄었군.
But none appeared. Nobody came.
확실히
So what about the thumb? I haven't forgotten about that, by the way.
남은 것들도 죄 지쳐 헐떡이는 것들뿐.
Ryoshi looked around as though she was doing some sort of critique.
저 덩치는.
Oh. You know, I can see why Merso. Yeah, you know, understand why Merso got this. You know, they're both beefcakes. I get it. Oh, you really don't like this guy. You know what? Fair enough.
이야, 어디다가 흘렸는가 했더만 이런 데서 늦장구 없이 나타났지? 야, 눈 마주쳤잖아. 인사하러 오자.
Ryoshu, that guy's talking to you, right? And in a very, very rare display of raw emotion, I realized that she was anxious and furious.
알던 분이세요?
What an absolute unit indeed. You know, not gonna lie, that is correct. Yeah, he is wide and big. That's kind of hot. Oh, do not look at that man? Oh, fair enough. Right, it's a thumb. They don't like disrespect of any kind.
라제, 나한테 말 걸라면 너희들이 급이 되는지는 한번 생각해보고 씹으려야 할 것 아니냐?
저 새끼 손가락이다. 내횡. 엄지는 손가락 중 상명하복의 제일 엄격한 조직입니다.
Yeah, so don't be rude and they won't kill you. Easy.
그리고 저자는 엄지의 카포 중에서도 제일 높은 언더보스 직전의 직급. 자그마한 실수가 큰 싸움으로 번질 수 있으니 전부 조용히 해주실 것을 명령해 주세요, 단테.
Fair enough. I don't know what's going on, but I get it. Everybody shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, we gotta live. You're saying that we're this close to having another Ricardo hunt us down, right? Yeah, let's avoid that. Do as Faust asks, everybody. Just pretend he doesn't exist. Lei Hung began stomping his way through the crowd towards us, casually but forcefully, shoving anyone in his way to the sides. His gait was blasé and brutish. Help, I cannot speak. I'm just like, is this right? But I noticed that his eyes were fixed intently on Ryoshu. It seemed that among the crowd were some people in higher positions as well, but even they either averted their eyes or voluntarily got out of his way. He marched confidently through the frozen crowd as though he was familiar with this kind of reception, until a cry rang out from the crowd.
에바, 너 지금 어느 안전이라고 남궁 현아
He's so dead. He's so dead. No. He did not read the room. He's so dead.
장차 4대 가문이 될 우리 남궁.
Oh, just like that. Instead of a reply, we heard a blast of gunpowder, then saw the right arm of the man who spoke out, catapult into the air. 07s. Scream. Oh, ew. The muffled as Lei Hung forcefully shoved his giant hand down the man's throat. Oh, then with the sound of wet meat being pulled apart, he ripped the entire length of the man's tongue out through the mouth. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hope this time I hope this time like we don't get Ricardo 2.0 because Heathcliff opened his mouth. If anything, I feel like he learned his lesson after the last time, because we're all just like, what the fuck, man? And then we already met Ricardo earlier, so we're just like, don't. The young master of some prestigious house presented his right hand, though it was clear that he was utterly terrified. Lei Hung proceeded to grab his hand and break it off his forearm like snapping a twig.
반가운 낯짝 봐서 기준 좀 널널하게 잡아준 것인께 허튼 짓 말고 조심해라. 거미적은 그립겠어. 하긴 그리울 리가 있겠어. 나도 갈 때마다 기분이 거시기하더만. 나중에 얼굴 좀 보자. 그때처럼 한 번 더 칼 쥐는 법 좀 제대로 가르쳐줄란께. 아야, 그래도 중에 내가 제일 만나게 쓰는 법을 가르쳐줬잖아.
류슈 씨, 아직 때가 아닙니다.
Faust whispered to Ryoshu in a low voice without raising her head because, man, this guy sounds kind of creepy. As long as he keeps his mouth shut, I'm like, this guy's, you know, I'll say it, he's handsome. As soon as he opens his mouth, it's like, maybe not. Maybe because I'm just used to Merceau being like, I think Merceau is representing him, right? Unless there's another one I should be concerned about. Oh yeah. Is there? Actually, you know what? I'll figure it out. I'll probably figure out in this canto.
입사 전의 약속을 아직 기억하시리라. 파우스트는 믿습니다.
어깨에 힘 좀 빼라. 네 데리러 온 것도 아니고 그때처럼 뭘 가르쳐주려고 온 것도 아닌게. 이 새끼 아직 그 집에 있잖아. 아니?
Ryoshu was grabbing the hilt of her sword like she was about to unsheath it. The same sword she refused to unsheath for the duration of our entire journey. This guy pissed me off in particular. She's like, this is personal. I get it.
아닌가?
So I fully expect to see him again. This guy in Ryoshu's canto, if you know, I'm assuming he survives. If we do kill him this canto, though, that'd be surprising. But like, oh, either way. Look, if anything else, I'm gonna just focus on this area here for the rest of the conversation. Just, you know, focus on this.
야, 겁나 재미지다. 근데 니 진짜 그건 뺄라고?
류슈 씨.
In a quiet but coldly stern voice, Faust calls Ryoshu's name. Ryoshu. What? Huh?
아따 웃자스까이. 언더보스시면 안 받을라 그래도 안 받을 수가 없었네.
He's basically Ricardo. Oh, lovely. So, he's gonna chase us all over. Oh my gosh. Imagine we just get someone from each of the different syndicates and they're just chasing us down. That's their job. That's going to be one of the fights. Just, oh my gosh, we're gonna fight the syndicates. They're just gonna jump us.
네가 애비들 얘기나 거시기 해보자고. 요시다.
Like the Infinity Stones? Oh, absolutely. So it's just, you know, we gotta get one from each. So if it's someone who's like from the ring, they'll be like, damn, you guys are like, you know, really pretty or crazy. It's like, I want to make art out of you. If it's the middle, well, we got Ricardo. The thumb, we got this, we got Lei Hung over here. If it's the index, you know, they probably got a prescript. They're like, hunt down these people. No end date. And then the pinky, I'd be real, I only really have context with, I think, Faust as a pinky, because that was part of Malfaust's dialogue. So, who knows? Yeah, one for each finger. See you around, Yoshihide. Oh. Okay. The strange man turns around and stomps his way through the crowd again, his booming voice reverberating across the entire hall as he loudly and boisterously answers the call. He's gotta be here for the Family Hierarch War, right?
누가 가주가 되느냐에 따라 당분간의 H사 방향이 결정되니 다양한 자들의 이권이 보이지 않는 곳에서부터 눈앞에까지 펼쳐질 테죠.
그래도 히스클리프 씨 이번에는 잘 참아줬네요.
Yeah, I'm so glad he kept his mouth shut. He knew. He's like, damn, I don't want a second Ricardo. That'd be crazy.
엄지는 나도 조직 생활 때 몇 번 얽혀봐서 알아. 그리고 중지 거는 나도 진짜 몰랐던 거고. 그리고 저 자식 아마
우리가 마주쳤던 리카르도보다도
Oh!
위협적인
More powerful and violent than Ricardo. Yeah, we would. Oh. Yeah, that would have been real bad.
엄지는 엄지대로 어마무시하구려.
Really, really bad.
다른 흉악한 폭력성.
I'm proud of you, Heathcliff, for like dodging that bullet. As we were all sharing our impressions of Lei Hung, I found Ryoshi frozen in place in the same position she had been in when Lei Hung walked past her, spacing out.
소지까지인가?
Ryoshi muttered something to herself, as even further chaos was about to overtake the crowd and the candidates.
32번째 참가자 가치우.
Jazung called upon the next candidate, and at the mere mention of the name, the chaos that had swallowed the hall immediately settled into a hushed silence. Oh, it's you again! Dots. 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 Jackyu walked up to the platform, unaccompanied by his own faction, but not alone. Yeah! Wait. Were there other people next to Jackyu?
저는 초면이네요. 아, 그렇다면 저분이 가치우 형님이 찾은 블로불사의 답인가 보네요.
Library of Ruina reference?
대체 어떤 사람들이길래?
전투적으로 그렇게 뛰어난 자들 같지는 않아 보이고.
I need a name. I need names.
오히려 불안한 듯이 연신 두리번거리시네요.
저자는 도서관의 생존자라고 파우스트는 생각합니다.
Alright, yeah, fair enough, survivors.
피할 수 없었던 어떤 불가항력에서 유일하게 살아남아 그것을 설명할 수 있게 된 자일 수도요.
1차 심사 참가자.
Jackyu didn't spend much time behind the curtains. He walked out soon after. His steely expression didn't change from when he entered it.
증언을 들어보니 확실하구나. 도시의 별을 넘어 결국 사라져버린 그곳에서 살아나온 이가 맞다.
당시 초대장을 구하지 못한 것이 이제 와서 아쉬운 일로 남게 되었군요.
Yeah, there's entire Molar office at the beach. Yeah, like I remember Molar office because I remember farming them a lot, and Olga's key page. He passes. Kyu's expression did not budge.
긴장이라는 걸 하긴 했을까?
Are we gonna get names? Was there a name? Here?
그럼 남은 참가자는 더 이상 없나?
Alright.
이 자리에 와주신 4대 가문 모두.
They're both general receptions, yeah. I'm just like, freak, I remember. Okay, wait. I think I recognize him. Man, I wish I could go back. I really wish I could go back. Yeah, I think this is, I remember using, yeah, if you say Alan, then that would be Alan's page, and that would be Night Owls, right? I think this is Night Owls. I didn't check if he had any, like, stilettos on him, because I remember those people loved stilettos. They were also dressed pretty sharply. This one, though, I really wish I got a name.
잠깐만요.
Yeah, Honglu's like, hey, wait for me. Unlike Jiaqiu, whose appearance plunged the hall into utter stillness, Honglu's sudden interjection roused the room to a roaring chaos of confusion once again.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm bad with names too, and also because Library Arena, I blocked it out a little bit because of the trauma of just like, oh my gosh, this game never ends. Great game, but oh my gosh, I need a break.
아직 마지막 참가자가 남은 것 같아서요.
그게 무슨 말이냐? 심사에 나서는 자들의 내역은 이것으로.
제가 남았거든요. 가시 가문의 보호기 가주 심사에 참가합니다.
It's Alan and Hanafuda? Oh, wait, Hanafuda. Oh, wait, she was the discard page lady that I slept on the, I think, it was, well, I mean, on the capo page. The Soto capo page. Oh, that's really cute. And it's Alan. All right, got it. That's an adorable reference. Yeah, Honglu, let's go. All right, I think this is the perfect time. Yeah. Welcome back, Garden, but I think this is also a perfect time to take a break. Because whatever they're gonna show is probably gonna, they're gonna come after us. So, we just need to mentally prepare. So get up, stretch. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Alright, let's keep going. Just a little bit more, just to see what Honglu and the rest of the LCB has cooked up. And it's all good, Jill? like, you know, that's what VOD's there for. You look at it and you catch up and you realize, wow, the streamer's blind for not noticing basic details. That's the best thing about VODs. It's like, damn, I can't believe I missed that.
저거 가보옥 아니야?
Yeah, it's him.
저게 왜 이런 자리에? 아니, 그보다 뭘 참가한다고?
예상은 하고 있었지만 엄청나게 시선을 끌고 있네요.
A little bit, just a little bit. Don't worry, what's the worst that can happen?
자자, 우러러 보시게. 마지막 용사들이 이곳에 당도하였으니.
Dots. Yizang's already like, man, we're so dead. We're gonna die.
이렇게 된 거 그냥 손이라도 흔들어.
Guys, I don't think they're taking an announcement too well.
대부분이 당혹감 속에 턱을 일정 이상 벌리고 있거나 분노와 심려가 가득한 얼굴로 소리를 지르고 있다.
They're just like, damn nepotism. If we let him join, then he's obviously gonna be first. Because he's the precious jewel and treasure, and you know, Jamu really likes this guy. Or something. As Marceau observed, I realized that the chaos wasn't restricted to the audiences. The candidates were starting to get agitated too.
저런 놈이지. 겉으로는 실실 웃다가 쥐도 새도 모르게 주변을 멸해버리는 그 더러운 성정.
Damn, you really hate Honglu, huh?
어떻게 된 거야? 보옥이는 가주대전 참가 안 하는 거 아니었어?
결국 저 멍청이가
분. 너 뭐 하는 거지?
아까 가만에서 소드 씨가 요슈 씨가 그 말하면 제 목숨을 걸고 칼을 붙들고 있으라 했어요.
Oh, hey, Sinclair, you know, if you die, it's for a good cause. Trust.
아이씨, 그냥
히스클리프 씨도요. 그냥 싹 다.
Not if you would go and kill Sinclair, right? He's a, you know, he's an adorable little kid trying his best, right? You wouldn't hurt him, right?
이런 광경은 오랜만이네요.
정숙하시오. 네 몸에 생책이라도 나면 어쩌려는 게냐? 지금이라도 물어거라. 어서.
Nah, too late. Sorry. Our boss told us to do this, so we're gonna do it.
가볼게요, 아버지.
33번째 참가자 가시 가문의 복 앞으로.
단테님, 준비되셨죠?
We're very ready. Imagine Sinclair holding on desperately. Oh, absolutely. Like, he's just like gripping them and don't let go, and they're just like, we could just rip his arms off, but would we, you know, do we really want to do this? And unfortunately for them, I think based on the checkup, they're basically as strong as him. So it's just like this cute tug of war where they're just trying to fight for the weapons. You find the mental image of Heathcliff doing the virtual insanity slide towards Sinclair to bash his head in for stopping him. You know, maybe after this scene, they're just like, you know, when nobody's looking, they're just like, we're gonna beat this guy up. Right now, they gotta behave just a little bit. I don't know. And, yep.
로슈 씨도요?
Oh! Oh! This is a combo? The soda combo.
썰고 싶다.
You're itching to get chopping.
기분이 굉장히 더럽거든.
So you do!
파우스트 씨 진짜 괜찮겠죠?
It's too late now.
괜찮은 것이 아니라 하더라도
Yeah, it's a cute soda duel. I really want
해야 하는 것입니다.
the soda ego for Honglu, even though I know it's not rated well. But you know, magical transformation, like that's cute. It's actually adorable. Soda was never a problem for my lobotomy corporation run. It was really chill. It kind of existed in the Gabro's department, and it was like, yeah, you're just there. And you're right next to Mr. Free Shooter, so they were great trainers, especially for newbies. You time max and spam when you can. Oh, that's worth it. That's worth every single piece of thread. Val spoke sternly.
나는 여전히 이 계획이 그리 마음에 들지 않소.
Nisang, sorry, it is for the greater good, I think.
사실
Potentially.
누구도
Unless we fail,
이
then, you know, you
계획을
can tell us, be like, you know, we
사람은
told you so.
아니, 대부분은.
In time, you have everything except the soda ego out of spite. All right, Goblin. What if you end up with a soda ego because you accidentally rolled it? What if you accidentally rolled Sunshower Heathcliff? I can give you my spare copies of Sunshower Heathcliff if I could, just for a little bit. Reset account. Oh boy. Oh, that might be a lot of accounts then. Lena level 1 up Taiwan. Fair enough, fair enough. You know what? If anything, before you reset the account, make sure you give me all the thread and experience tickets because I need them. I still need to raise up Solemn Lament Yisong. I just have no materials whatsoever for him. Honglu, Ryoshu, and I walked up to the platform. Up close, it was much larger, grander, and more imposing than I thought it'd be.
선을 넘어서 들어오거라.
Oh, we just kind of go through there. Once we walked past the curtains as instructed, we saw Jia Zichun, help. That's not Zichun, Jia Yunchun, Jia Mu, and Jia Zheng waiting for us inside.
출가의 생에서 어떠한 심정의 변화가 있었는진 모르겠으나 네가 가주에 도전하는 진귀한 광경을 보게 될 줄이야.
오랜만이에요, 누님. 큐사에서의 생활은 무사 평안하셨나요?
많은 것을 보고 배웠지. 네가 그랬을 것처럼 보가.
Gonna run sinking for your weekly mirror dungeons for the first time? Nice. Hope that goes well. I also need to start running some actual specific keyword teams because I think those achievements are in there too. I couldn't get it for the last season and that sucked because I had nothing. So by the time that I can build something like Burn or Tremor or anything, I'm just kind of like, where are the achievements? There are no achievements. Damn, just like that, huh?
이것이었느냐?
죄송해요, 할머님.
I think you have enough time anyways. Worst comes to worst, I think you probably have some pocket watches you can trade for tickets, unless you've already done that. I'm assuming you've been farming every day.
그렇느냐?
Mostly done Burn and Bleed. Makes sense. Those were great. I'm trying to move away from the Bleed team because as much as I love them, I have to learn to let go. I have to learn to use other teams. And by that, I mean I have to learn to just use the strongest one to suppress win rate.
의사를 밝힌 이상 물러날 곳은 없겠지. 그래, 네가 가지고 온 답은 무엇이더냐?
정말 많은 분들이 이 자리에 서서 각자가 찾은 것에 대해 알려주려 했을 거라고 생각해요. 그러니 번잡스럽게 첫마디의 말보다는 눈앞에서 보여드리는 편이 여러모로 좋으실 테죠.
Oh? Honglu gave Ryoshu a nod. Yeah, like for me, I think what's stopping me, since I have the new Otis for Tremor, I know Muller Otis is really good, but she's dropped down in priority since I have an alternative for her. If anything, I think it's I need to get Sway Ishmael. Because I know she's used a lot for Tremor. And then I could probably scrounge something together with Thumb Rousseau basically leading the charge. Burn, I think I have enough too, because I can just use the Thumb IDs as well. Just kind of cover stuff. And I do have Magic Bullet Otis. I think the only type of team that I have difficulties with is Charge. Because I'm including substitutes too, like, you know, the unique charge stuff that Dawn and Rhodia have.
네, 괜찮아요.
저희가 그들에게 보여줄 수 있는 답은 단테 씨의 힘으로
Resurrection via Dante's. Yep, I figured.
그 자체입니다.
Death is but a temporary setback.
그리고 그걸 제일 극적으로 보여주기 위해서는
Be to just, you know, murder him. Murder their precious treasure right in front of them. Oh. Oh. Just like that. Slice just like that. So, you know, don't worry about it, guys. It's okay.
그래. 이건 인정해야겠네.
Don't worry, we'll fix it, we'll fix it. Yeah, we just scared them. We're like, haha, you know about your precious treasure? Bye! You love using the reindeers and Felpa Yisung. I don't have Bullet Yisung. I know people have talked about interesting things with him. I can't use him quite yet, but I do want to get him. And then the reindeers, Mind Whip scared me. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, Ishmael. Ishmael just scared me from using the reindeers altogether. Even though, like, reindeer Honglu, you know, it's interesting.
지금까지 나온 참가자 중에서 제일 지루하지 않았다, 보호가.
아, 그렇다면 제가 눈앞에서 목숨을 잃는 편이 제일 효과적이겠네요?
Yeah, you know what? It'll be fine. Just fine.
그것도
Don't worry.
확실하게요.
It's all part of the plan.
그렇습니다.
You know, worst comes to worst, you can probably find someone else to be your treasure, right, guys? Right, right?
저희 중 한 명이 홍루 씨를 그 목숨을 잃게끔 만들어야 한다는 건가요?
They will still use it even, yeah, I've learned the hard way. Back when I used Mind Whip Ishmael and then I made the mistake of pressing, you know, win rate.
허감이 뭐 그리 거창해. 우리 처음 만났을 때 기억 안 나냐?
그렇다면 히스클리프 군은 홍루 군을 아무렇지 않게 살해할 수 있다는 것인가?
Absolutely. They use it out of spite. Well, I mean, to be fair to them, considering they're in constant pain, it's reasonable that they'll use it out of spite.
살해? 야, 또 뭐 말을 그렇게...
더 이상 악인들이 아닌 동료들을 해치는 건 싫네.
다행이라 해야 할지 모르겠지만 저희 중에서 고통 없고 신속하면서 동시에
I do hope we get other rhinos besides Merceau.
이 작전을 도와주실 분이 계시는 듯하군요.
Because, if anything, well, other rhinos and other rabbits too. Because I remember when early on, it was Rabbit Heathcliff was like, oh, this is your carry. Goes gangcha, and it basically just like mows everything down with his bullets, and it was great. And then we have like Rhino Merceau, where I'll be honest, his like non-uptight art with his hair down, that's hot to me. But I've never used them because I can't find a reason to use them. I guess I could build a charge team that way if we really if I really want to stretch it, and if we really want to count that. But do I want to trust in Mind Whip? That's the real question. And the answer is I am too much of a coward to do that. And everyone immediately turned to look at Ryoshu.
그래서 어떤 모양으로 베면 되지? 뇌횡, 그 새끼 어디부터 먹었지?
Imagine just her doing that with her sheath. Man, Ryoshu, you're such a badass. I love you. It seemed that slicing Honglu in half did nothing to distract Ryoshu from her own thoughts. Jamu watched us in silence, motionless in her seat.
뇌까지 절단했군.
That we have.
이 아이는 이제 생명보험으로도 되살아나지 못할 것이다.
That we have. Sorry, sir, we just killed your son in front of you.
자, 이제 어떻게 나올 테냐?
Oh man, I would love to do that, but I think the only one who does that kind of strike a pose would... I feel like it's his Liu version, but that's very outdated.
뭘 하더라도 본래의 옥으로 돌아오진 못할 터. 가문의 보석을 망가뜨린 죄값은
시계 돌려.
Spinning? Thoughts. And so it turned in one of the most high intensity situations I've ever turned it. And then you see him just like, kind of put back together just like this. The muscle fibers, the nerves, the flesh that was split all began to reconnect like a rewinding videotape. Oh, Eurodivier? Honglu does it as well? Oh, that's nice. That's a lot more relevant. Especially if I want to go Tremor. Oh, Fang Hun does it as well? I never use Fang Hun, that's why. Oh, but that's good to know. He should sparkle more. On his skill 3, gotcha. Why doesn't this hurt at all? Ryoshu's skill with the sword was no joke. I didn't feel even the slightest bit of discomfort. Just, that's nice of her. She just immediately just killed Honglu just so painlessly. That's great. I doubt Honglu even realized that he was dying.
우리 보기가 못 본 사이에 담대해진 게 분명하구나.
Exclamation mark.
짐승 냄새.
He just sparkles a lot? Oh, that's interesting to know. Dark shadows had appeared outside the curtains, surrounding us before I even realized what was happening.
소, 닭, 용, 원숭이, 흑수군.
Oh! We might be cooked.
불로 불사의 해답을 찾아오라 하였지. 금기를 무시하고 난장을 피우라 한 것은 아니었는데.
No? If it was a taboo, they would have gone after us a long time ago.
이전에 H사를 이끌던 그 가문이 멸문한 지 그리 오래되지도 않았다. 조율자와 발톱이 다시 이 홍원에서 가문을 돌려내는 것은 용납될 수 없는.
Oh, you know that's kind of scary then. If you're saying that the head literally came after you guys. Oh, hey guys, you know, no trust. It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Do not kill us. Jia Yuchun appeared ready to command the Heisho to kill us all, but it's okay. Jiamu silenced her with a wave of her hand.
기다리거라.
가문님. 부활이 끝나면.
Yeah, I guess in that case then I need to save up shards to get his Eurodivier version as well. And then of course Cavern is wailing too. Because I think that was mentioned to be his tremor ego, which is kind of core. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to live in Mirror Dungeon forever. And by that I mean I'm going to just do my weekly hard mode and call it a day.
그러니 그 전에 끝내야.
일각만 기다리거라. 판단이 섣부르면 반드시 놓치는 것이 있기 마련. 나는 우리의 보물과 불로불사의 탄소 두 가지 모두 놓치고 싶지 않구나.
It's the ego that makes the tremor do all the damage. Gotcha. Alright, so that means that if anything I could make Eurodivier Honglu the setup. Or not the setup, but the one to trigger the tremor burst, right? While everybody else sets him up. And Honglu was whole again.
아, 감사해요, 루시님. 정말 아무런 아픔도 느껴지지 않았어요. 그리고 단테님도요.
별말.
No problem.
할머니, 그리고 원춘누님 보셨죠? 이게 제가 찾은 불로불사의 방법이랍니다.
Nuts.
오지 않는 건가?
I like how we're just kind of like it only came like a couple of seconds for me, but like for them there's like it's 15 minutes. Good old deal sloth damage on tremor burst equal to potency. Oh, that could be kind of spicy actually. I think it's because a lot of tremor bursts rely on sloth, or at least for Honglu, his tremor burst or his strongest skill should be the sloth one, right?
부시불보 시후미도.
Indeed. Jiamu's quiet utterance seemed to dissipate the forces that had surrounded us outside the curtains.
가주심사 1차 참가자 가복 합격이란다.
That we did.
가시복 합격.
Sorry we killed your son in front of you, sir, but it was for the greater good.
무슨 술수를 쓴 거지?
Most tremor teams will fuel the ego for it? Oh, I can see what's happening. Oh, that's definitely gonna cook something up. So maybe tremor burst is a new meta then. We'll just, keep getting stuff to empower it and just dokkan.
분명 홍원을 떠나 한량 같은 여행이나 다닌다 들었는데 그 사이
Like a jobless rich kid. Oh man, you don't have to insult us like this.
1차 심사 종료. 합격자들은 곧바로 내일 열릴 2차 심사를 준비하라. 2차 심사와의 간극 간 후보자끼리 서로 위해를 가하는 것은 금지되어 있다. 이것은 유일한 규칙으로 위반한 후보자는 즉시 탈락된다는 점 양지하길 바란다.
But it doesn't stop the Heisho packs from coming after us, right?
이상.
As soon as Jia Zheng announced the end of the first round, everyone in the audience seats began rushing towards the first floor. Like, holy shit. Getting mixed up with that crowd's probably not a great idea. Let's get out of here.
네, 저희는 곧바로 홍로 씨의 방으로
If something attempts to replace it, I can probably see it happening eventually. Probably not for a long while though, since they're focusing on Rupture for this season, right? And we decided to slip out of here before the curious crowd swept us away. Sweep, sweep, sweep. However, as we turned around to leave... Don't jump us, please! Stood Zhao Q in our path.
아, 치우 형님이시군요. 1차 대전에 합격한 걸 축하드려요.
Oh, the effect mid-battle. I still think that it will take a while because they're focusing on Rupture right now, right?
도련님도 합격하셨다죠? 축하드려요. 평생토록 가주 자리에는 일말의 관심조차 보이지 않으셨던 도련님이 어쩐 일로 이렇게 주목을 한 몸에 받으며 가주 대전에 나오셨을지.
뭐 갑자기 욕심이 날 수도 있는 거 아니겠어?
I think it'd be hard to top the current Tremor burst stuff though, at least from my limited understanding, without it coming like without resulting in like, oh, 99 tremors on the wall, they explode and boss is dead, right?
욕심을 낸 건 도련님이 아니라 그대들의 회사가 아닐런지.
Well, if our last meeting didn't confirm it, it sure seems like they know as well.
테두리 안에 입자 하였건을 벌써 가생이에서 난장을 피우다니.
It was part of our job. Sorry, Shigong.
가시춘의 뜻에 휘둘리는 걸로 상황이 끝날 것이라 여겼는데. 주군, 도련님을 너무 과대평가한 게 아니신지요?
아직도 너는 아무것도 하지 않으면 아무 일도 일어나지 않을 거라 믿는 것이냐?
전에 인사도 제대로 못 드렸네요, 치우 형님.
Yeah, literally just immediately getting trashed on by his bigger brother.
가시 가문의 보옥, 정식으로 인사드립니다.
Oh, family is great. Yeah, take one down, pass it around, 98 tremors on the boss, stuck to the wall, and they keep no commenting. Just like that.
이후론 정식으로 얼굴을 맞대고 인사드리는 게 처음이네요.
And when we get to 0, we just slap on a 99 more counter tremor, and do it all over again.
그나저나 이화 형님과 경도 씨의 머리는 원래대로 잘 붙여주었나요?
I really hope you didn't, because there's no point to their existences. I'll say it.
Huh?
Heathcliff was the first to let out a flabbergasted gasp before the other sinners followed suit.
홍원의 형제자매끼리는 항상 저런 식으로 인사를 주고받는 게 일상인가 보죠?
보차 씨가 유별나게 상냥한 타입이었나 봐.
탓할 이유가 없는 물음을 던지는가? 일말의 준비도 없이 제 차례가 왔다며 맨몸으로 불길에 뛰어들었나? 여전히 같은 생각이라면 지금까지 그랬던 것처럼 눈에 띄지 않고 조용히 있는 것이 옳았을 텐데.
But Tsingtao, well, okay, look, if Tsingtao, as long as he doesn't open his mouth, we'll let him live. As soon as he opens his mouth, then we're like, nah, can't do this anymore. Yeah, this is, I think it's less Honglu, okay, I mean, no, it's definitely Honglu things, but also, it's just, this entire family's, like, things. The Zhao family, it's a Zhao family quirk.
네, 걱정해 주셔서 감사해요.
Or more like an H quirk, right?
그 관조를 흉내내는 말버릇은 도통 고치질 못하나 보구나.
제가 그랬나요?
Noticing Jack Hu's hand tighten around his weapon, Ishmael quickly jumped in.
아,
No violence,
1차
please.
심사 통과한 후보자끼리 죽이면 안 된다던 규칙, 저만 기억하는 건 아니죠? 계속 위협적으로 나오신다면 저희도 다음 수단을 쓸 수밖에 없다는 점을 알아주시면 좋겠는데요. 오티스 씨, 준비는 끝내둔 거죠?
지원군들은 지금 건물 앞까지 도착한 상태다.
우리한테 지원군이 있어.
Yeah, Ishmael, she's got a good head on her shoulders when she actually gets a handle on the situation. Unfortunately, there's no brochure for this family.
그래서 섣불리 행동하는 것은 2차 선발을 두고 쓸데없는 무력전이 벌어질 수도 있다는 거지.
You know, maybe give us a little bit of time before we start murdering our family, right?
허장성세로구나. 애당초 무력은 처음부터 내세울 도리가 아니라 생각한다마는.
여기서 너희와 겨룰 생각은 없다. 가보, 제 그릇에 맞지 않은 것을 담으려 하면 큰 화를 피하지 못할 것이다.
그러나 부딪혀 깨어주고 싶다면 그 또한 술리며 섭리일 테죠.
Well, Jigong, to be fair, this is par for the course for trying to get the golden bow. Suffering builds character. If we need to challenge and to break ourselves, then that means we're doing a good job, completing our goal and getting paid, or reaching our dreams, or whatever the heck they promised us. So really, don't worry about it. This is just the city we live in. And with that, they turned around and left us. It seemed that they were only here to give us a warning. Stop.
조마조마했어요. 가치우 씨랑 그 흑수들이랑 맞붙게 되면
눈치챈 것 같긴 하지만 합은 좋았네요, 오티스 씨.
Yeah, we gotta beat the dummies. Because there's no way we can just, like, you know, talk no jutsu them and be like, hey, maybe we can get along. You can have the, like, you can be the next heir or leader of the H Corp, right? We get the golden shiny stick. Yeah, we just tell them we're like, it's fine, we need the pointy stick for a very good reason.
무례하게 짝이 없는 놈들이었다. 말하는 내내 우리는 쳐다도 보지 않더군.
Yeah, they're like, you guys are not even worth looking at. And they think, why do we need a golden stick? If you just need one, can't we just like grab a stick from outside and just paint it with like gold paint and be like, ta-da? Now get the hell out of here? And we're like, nope, that's not how it works. Jubo Chai peeked out from pillar before walking up to Hong Lu.
1차 심사 합격한 거 축하해, 보호가. 정말 어떻게 된 일이야? 네가 가주대전에 나올 줄은 꿈에도 몰랐는데.
보차 누나도 1차 심사에서 합격한 걸 축하해.
Why is dummy censored? Is it? Oh, you know, it's not censored on this stream, but you know, all I can guess is if people just replace the first letter of that word with something else. Please do not type it in chat, by the way. I'm gonna have to hide that or bop you guys for that. But like, if you replace that first letter, I understand.
나한테 숨겼을 정도면 모두에게 알려지지 않길 바랐던 거지?
맞아. 아마 나 때문에 다들 시끌벅적해졌을 것 같네.
Why I said that? Well, I mean, there was a question, and I'm like, okay, sure. I guess I got an answer. I'm gonna answer that or just clarify.
괜히 미안해지는구만. 본의 아니게 속인 셈이 되어버렸어.
I know it's the internet. Like, you know, maybe people are thinking, you know, haha, let's be funny, right?
뭐 어때요? 뻔뻔해지자고요.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, Jia! I'm so sorry. Oh no!
이렇게 된 거 네가
Do you still want me to answer that?
다행으로 여기려고. 왜냐하면 내가 가주대전에 나간 사이에 네가 또다시 대관원을 떠날지도 모른다고 생각했거든. 그렇게 되면 너무 섭섭하잖아. 그러니 가주대전에서라도 계속 볼 수 있게.
You're good? You don't need to know? Oh, good. All right. Yep. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. You know what? Just accept that it's the internet and people are weird, and that's why it's censored. How are you gonna unsee it now? Well, hey, you know, you could totally unsee it by just pretending it doesn't exist. That's the exact solution to this problem. Just pretend it's not real. Be the Lulu.
마주치게 되면 누구보다 반갑게 인사해주기야.
Zhupa Chai left us to rejoin her faction, waving sweetly as she did so. Oh, well, this is a great scene to end on, huh? And you know what? If anything, this is a great place to like stop for today's stream. Because there's a lot and I realize I can't get to part 2 for a while. Man, it's 8:19. I'm not getting there. Yeah, they clearly exist in a new light, huh? But yeah, I guess I'll just say this. Thank you everybody for watching who decided to watch, and I appreciate it. Whether you decided to just poke your head in for a little bit, you're lurking, talking in chat, watching this YouTube, I appreciate it. Here's this code in case you want to add me for some reason, or just, you know, laugh at my company. You can do that too. I'm still working on this version of Yisang too, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. And yeah, all I will say is that on Friday, 8 p.m. PST, because my schedule is changing, I'll be playing more Metaphor and Fantasio. Saturday as well, at 3 p.m. PST. Sunday, more Tales of Rise. And next Monday, of course, at 8 p.m. PST, I'll be playing more Limbus Company. Make sure you take note of what's posted on the socials or under the panel. Sorry, I'm doing the shield thing right now. Or if you miss it, there are the VODs on this channel or the YouTube VOD channel if you want to take a look as well. Yeah, I will add. I will not forget. It's going to be the longest by story only. I am looking forward to it, if nothing else. So, you know, all I'm going to say is, how bad can it be? How bad can it be, right?